All right, I think we're live. All right. Welcome to the stream. Today we are kicking off 1989 in Memphis. Very exciting. As far as I know, I think this is the last year of CWA. So we'll make it through this. And then I think after we finish 89, let's go back. You know what? We'll turn the clock back to like 79. Let's watch whatever's out there from like the late 70s, and then we'll move into the early 80s, and then we'll worry about like moving on into the other promotions after that. That's what I'd like to do anyway, unless you guys have an objection to it. Sports Friday is out. Tomorrow is. I think we're gonna watch a movie tomorrow or something. I don't know. It'll be something. Monday we're gonna come back with McHenry. I don't know about next week. I would say for sure Monday's gonna be Eric McHenry. Friday is gonna be Memphis Wrestling. I don't know anything in between yet. Good morning. I know Clarence got really mad at me last night. He banned me a bunch of times and told me to leave him the fuck alone. I didn't even. All I said was hi, Clarence, and he banned me and told me to leave him the fuck alone. But yeah, that's my plan. I want to start with the Boyd Best of 2025 coverage next week. I really am trying to put together like a montage of some sorts, but I'm just really terrible at it. So I think it's better if we do like a Boyd Watch live episode that shows like my favorite clips, including some, or maybe even not my favorite clips, but like my favorite people and some of their best clips. And then I've got a couple that I've been kind of tucked back waiting for the industry. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a break because I'm not fucking with him. That's what makes me frustrated about it. Like I'm not even really messing with him. I did an Oreo Cakesters review and referenced him though. But yeah, that's all the news I think I have. Gosh. Hold on, let's see. Maybe there was something in the I did find a few people that I would like to take a look at. I would like to take a look at over time. I'm just not sure where we're going to fit them in. They might have to wait till after we get the Boyd Watch, till we get to the new year maybe. And then I think my favorite, this isn't really like news for here, but Wings of Redemption had like he went into like a crying session. I've seen the clip a few times, but I've never heard the full clip. He was crying the other day about how no one would come to his funeral, and somebody told him that that he had 400 people watching, so there would definitely be people at his funeral. And for some reason, like Wings said that Wings said that Mean Gene Okerlund, the WWF announcer and interviewer, was famous and nobody came to his funeral. So now Wings is equating himself on many levels to Mean Gene Okerlund. Kind of weird. Should review some I don't know how they would feel about that though. I don't know how NBA is on old games. I've thought about watching older like boxing matches, so I could run a game through the copyright and see what it does. What's up, Jeremy? He just doesn't. His entire content is now us, even if we're not there. Like I watch him sometimes without letting him know that I'm there, and he's still talking as if we're all there. So clearly he likes to talk to us. So why doesn't he just wise up? And you know what I mean? I'm gonna give him a little bit of time. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him scream into the void again for a while. All the leagues are strict. That's what I figured. I've heard people have had a lot of trouble, like even doing shorts of WWE and some of the sports stuff. But maybe I can find like an old VHS tape that somebody made that's like really degraded enough to clear through there. Okerlund had a small turnout from wrestling, but his family was there. Well, it made Wings of Redemption. Like he started crying. He was very upset about it. Well, and I asked him one time about coming on a panel, and he's talked about it ever since. I'm not gonna have nobody up here because listen, how am I gonna have somebody up on a panel when I know they're a snake? You know what I'm saying? Yes. I like it when he says randomly, he like gives himself affirmatives. Like he'll say something and then just be like, Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, here we go. We're kicking off 1989 in Memphis wrestling. This is a pretty impressive roster, to be fair. I mean, Sid's still around, Scott Steiner, Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee. It's still real, the Wings.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. We're ready to go. Another big blazing championship wrestling day today.
You're right. Opener today. We got Scott Steiner coming in here in a single match. Bit later on, you'll see Big Phil Hickerson in the ring.
He's back.
He is indeed. Robert Fuller and Sid Vicious will be climbing in. What a tag team that ought to be in here. Look out. And then later on, Bill Dundee, Tracy Smothers, the Wildcat, Wendell Cooley all together in a
Tracy Smothers?
six-man tag team.
What if we get Tracy Smothers versus the Beauty? He took out Boy Tony.
Absolute breakdown brawl between Lawler and Mantell a little later. Bill Dundee.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
There ain't nowhere where that... Yeah, you can help me. There ain't nowhere that fairy's name's on here. You know what I'm talking about. That idiot hairdresser, whatever he is, whoever runs around the pink mat. What's his name?
That fairy.
Beauty and the Beast.
Right.
Is that what you're talking?
Where is it?
Oh, he's going to
not
feud with
here
him.
today, Bill. He's
Well,
just...
I'll tell you why he ain't here, Lance Russell.
All right.
Every week he's sent in a video. They come out here and they want to beat somebody
Oh.
up. Well, I'll tell you why he ain't here. The boy's infatuated with the color pink. I got a pink suit.
I'm
that
pretty
he had,
infatuated
that he
with
stole
pink,
last
too,
night,
but
and
not
he ain't here
pink
for
clothes.
that reason, brother. And either howdy doody here or you get a match change, put me in it, because I want to beat him up.
Bill, I'm sorry.
You've got
he's
real
not
heat
here.
with those
He
little
called
mics.
and said that they weren't
You don't like 'em?
Now you know why he called. I'll tell you why he ain't coming, because he would get his fanny kicked all over the studio by the superstar. He got my suit. It's called stealing. He could go to jail for it, right? You ain't supposed to take that double. You might took old Dave's tie. Make him hot, wouldn't it? That'd make you hot if it stole that stupid tie.
Yeah.
So what he wore when he went to high school? Well, I want my suit back, or I want to beat him up.
Man, there's so many tall chicks on the Stanford volleyball team. Like
I guess that sets the mood of things.
Lizzie
today.
Andrews,
Oh,
6'5". They got a couple on there that are like
Wow.
6'2",
He got-
6'3".
What he was saying, the Beauty
Wild.
and the Beast stole one of the pink
One of his
jumpsuits.
outfits,
I know
yeah.
exactly the one
Yeah.
that he's talking about. Okay, we're going to take time out. We'll be back, ready to go in just a moment.
Cicero's right behind me.
But before he gets there,
Oh,
I wanna
also,
call out the world.
as far as cuts I had to make in this episode due to copyrights, there was only one segment. It was a song that had a visibility issue. Otherwise, there's nothing. So there's like 60 seconds worth of content clipped out, and that's it.
The heavyweight champion,
We're
Jerry
getting the
the King
full
Lawler.
meal deal, folks.
My man. Coming out with the hardware. You
Who's this,
betcha.
Mario Lemieux?
The King with his 2 world heavyweight title belts, and by golly, he's got them with pride for a living fact. Uh-oh. Jerry, you got the 2 beautiful belts here. Well, partner, I want to call Randy Hales out here now.
Oh
because
boy,
we've got a
here comes EFD. Also, I got the Ghost Hunter guy, remember, that goes like all the time? I got him to do EFD, but he did not say 306. He was just like, EFD, I don't know what that means.
presentation. It was a long time.
What does that stand
coming.
for?
Hi, Randy. You've got it right there in the bag. Yes. No, that is not one of the snakes. This is
Happy
not
holidays,
a
Guido Island.
Got good news for you, King. It came in this week. We have it. We wanted to wait to our television program today and present you with the unified World Heavyweight title. Lance, if you would help me with this so we can get that up. The unified World Heavyweight champion, and there it is right there, Lance. Everybody's proud of the King, and there's the belt.
Okay, let's turn it down here where they can shoot
It's
it.
not
Over
too
here,
bad.
1, 2, okay.
And it's not a
And
bad
you
looking
notice what
belt.
It says right here, Unified World Heavyweight
that's not too bad.
Championship, and that's what it is right there. Jerry, that son of a gun is a gorgeous, gorgeous belt. And boy,
Krampus
I'll tell you,
Day.
was it
I've already
hard.
posted Mother Krampus review, but I have like I've got a Krampus review run coming up for Christmas.
Does that mean I have to turn the other two in?
And
or what?
Exorcist for unrelated.
You're gonna put those up on
I
the
was just
wall
watching
and
them.
just wear
Well,
this.
this is very nice. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful belt indeed, and it will. I got to admit, it will beat carrying both of those belts around. I didn't even realize they were going to do this, but I can see there we've got world class represented, CWA, CWF, and the AWA.
I heard
all right here in,
EFD
under
tried
one
to sell
title,
that
so,
belt for $306.
Gosh, I don't know what to say. It's a beautiful belt.
Hey, I know what you should say. You should say, boy, it didn't come easy, because it sure didn't, did it, buddy?
No, it certainly didn't, Lance, and I can tell everybody that. And first off, starting right with Dutch Mantell. that
Yeah,
it's gonna
Silent
be,
Night, Deadly Night.
Mighty hard to make me give up something like this. So I understand that every time we step in, every time
That could
I step in the
happen.
ring,
I still have
this
time.
belt is going to be. At
Yeah, I got
stake
20
usually,
days
and
left.
Like I said, it's a beautiful belt. It took a long, long time to get this title.
I watched
longer time.
I watched the HBO Super Bowl Shuffle documentary. It's only 40 minutes long, but it's actually really good. And I never knew this, but the New England Patriots recorded a response video to the Super Bowl Shuffle once they were like confirmed for the Super Bowl, and it was dog shit.
Unify the titles, and it's something that you don't want to give up easy, Lance. And I'll do whatever it takes to try to hang on to this.
Congratulations, King. We appreciate it. We wanted everybody to see it here on television. That is the unified heavyweight title belt. Here is the snake bag that goes along with it. And Jerry, wear it well.
Andy
and
Kaufman
keep it
should have beat
long
him.
when you do that.
Thank you,
I
Lance.
think he was long gone by this
the
point.
King, the one and only world heavyweight champion of the unified championship, Jerry the King Lawler.
So, hold on. What is that unifying exactly? Is that unifying the CWA with the AWA, or what? I can't keep track of all the titles they have.
Out here.
They bring in titles sometimes too. Like it was the Southern Heavyweight Championship for a long time. Then it became like just the CWA title. But then Hickerson had the CWA and Lawler had the AWA and then one other one, I think, too.
Knowing how hard it was.
So are those like two? Yeah, Samurai Mike was my favorite. I had a like life-size poster of him up on my wall when I was a kid.
To get it all together. And for the King to come up with it, he won it in
Who the fuck is Big Yogi? What?
Chicago in a unification match
Big
with
Yo
Kerry
Scott
Von
Steiner
Erich.
versus
And
Big
you can
Yogi.
bet he has not seen the last of Kerry Von Erich. Okay, Dave, here
Big
we go.
Yogi.
All right, we're set to go with a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match.
What a whimsical
from
way to
somewhere
start
we
this
don't
show.
know. At 271 pounds, I know he's got Boss
Oh, it's
Winter
the
in his corner.
USW.
Big
Well-
Yogi going against him out of the
Yeah, but they're not putting the USWA with the CWA belt, are they here?
Detroit, Michigan at
Who did Lawler end up losing the AWA title to, or did he?
248. Scott Steiner. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun is the referee.
Against Big Yogi.
Bruno, bells off and running in there, and certainly one of the most qualified wrestlers around today. Scott Steiner with
He likes
great
picnic
amateur
baskets, yeah.
credentials from the University of Michigan. He is a powerhouse.
See, give me
physical
Big
specimen.
Yogi. I
He's
could
gonna
get Big
have to
Yogi
be today
over.
with Big Yogi.
He's given away almost 30 pounds in weight. A lot of size, and he's got Boss Winter over in Big Yogi's
Well, what's he
corner
doing
to
that
complain
for?
to the referee every time anything happens.
Yeah, Boss taught him how to say, "Oh, he grabbed my
Little
tights,"
boo-boo.
or something like that, because he's
Hey,
carrying the
boo-boo,
Winter
I gotta
theme
wrestle Scott
on.
Steiner today.
Waist lock, and Scott takes him in against the rope, breaks it up clean, goes in for a single. Nah, I thought he was going. Look!
Ooh, man.
For a single. Nah, I thought he was going. Look!
Oh, that looked
You
good.
saw that day.
Did it not look great? Well, it did to me. Because there was like a struggle to it, right? Like it took it. You could see him putting effort into getting him over. He didn't just like obviously jump up for it. Like that just made it look so much. Ooh, man, it looked good.
Breaks it up clean, goes in for a single. Nah, I thought he was going. Look!
Oh.
You believe in that day?
Man, I like that. That was good.
Boy, Scott picked him straight up, all 271 pounds of it. You know,
That was a good
271
move.
is the weight they gave us on Big Yogi.
He looks bigger than that. He really does. He looks bigger than that.
Real close to 300, actually.
Steiner wasted no time with him, Dave. He slams his
Big
head over into
Yogi
the
just
corner and
he's not
follows.
working like a big guy a lot
Look at
though. Another one.
There's
Ooh.
that belly-to-belly suplex as he turns him around and slams him down, but his shoulder came up.
Man, I love
And
this
Big
match.
Yogi doesn't know what he's run into, and Scott Steiner takes him out.
Nope.
Throws him down, drops with a big elbow. Steiner kicks away on him, drops with another elbow, and Scott
What
Steiner
happened on
kicks
that?
away on-
Sorry for all the
What he's run
rewinding. I just
into, and Scott Steiner takes him out.
okay. So he's not gonna jump up. He's not gonna jump up for that move. So he just fucking threw him down. Lawler over Carey unified the. Okay, so Lawler was the last AWA champion then. There you go. That's what I was looking for, Van Gogh. So he's uniting the Dallas and the Minneapolis belts. So the CWA title is still in play, right? That belt still exists somewhere in the company. That's what I was wondering.
Throws him down, drops with a big elbow.
Because the way that they've booked the title belt has been kind of, fun. Like anybody could win the CWA title, but if they have like a title that's more, are they going to treat this one as more prestigious, or is this just going to kind of is this just going to become the new top belt, and the CWA belt is just going to be like an underbelt? You know what I mean?
Steiner kicks away
I
on
need to
him,
know
drops
about
with
belt
another
priority.
elbow, and Scott Steiner has been absolutely in control of it. Goes up on the rope, flies off, and hammers him down with the elbow. 1, 2, 3.
Let's see if Cornette's ever
Athletic
talked about
ability
Big
won out
Yogi.
that time rather handily, too. Scott Steiner, oh, look out. He's picking Big Yogi up and just shoves him through the middle rope. Steiner with a victory. Minute 41
I don't see any
seconds to
videos
go.
about Big Yogi.
141, totally dominated by Scott Steiner as he takes it. We're going to get out here as we've got an interview coming up as Boss Winters ushers his defeated warrior
Rest in
off.
peace, Big Juke.
You'll remember it was a while back that after a match had been what we thought was justly reversed. Phil Hickerson quit.
Stop you right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Let me tell
that.
you something. There's no such thing as Phil Hickerson. If Phil Hickerson,
Here's a song called Big Hill, North
today,
Memphis Inward, 1994. Let the bass come
let
in.
me tell you something. He
I
got
don't see
mad
anything on here
and he
about
quit.
Big Yogi.
He lost his cool and everything over one match and the promotions around here. And he
Big
left.
Yogi,
And he
wrestler.
was sitting there in Jackson with no money coming in, and he did one thing. He got on the phone and he called Japan, and he went to Japan for a month. Now,
I don't see Big
while he
Yogi
was
on
over
YouTube.
there, there was a big movement.
Giant
come over to him. He hated
Gonzalez in
religion.
downtown Bruno.
It was Buddha. He loves the Buddha. He loves the religion.
He loved the
So there's a
Buddha.
big spirit
I
come
love
over
the
him,
Buddha.
and he's going to carry this Buddha tradition right along with him. Now, from here on in, you will not.
Ready to Rumble? No. That's a Warner. I think that's a Warner Brothers. But what we could probably watch on here is Grunt. Remember that movie?
Address me as Phil Hickerson anymore. For your information,
Okay.
it will be P.Y. Chuhai, and you can call me Mr. Chuhai.
You can call him Mr. Too High. So so this new unified belt is essentially going to become the primary belt in the territory. So Lawler's going to come back to Memphis and defend it here. He's not going to travel to defend it, right? Or at least not regularly.
The second point I want to make is Brian Lee. I'm going to tell you right now, it don't matter.
Zabisco?
Don't matter anywhere, in any city, any town, I don't care, in any arena across this country. If I ever step in there with Brian Lee, he is going to pay. He is the one that started. The number 3 point that I want to make is as of next week, brother, you hadn't seen nothing yet. I have got a surprise. And I am going to reveal it right here next week, right here on this station. I am
Battle
going to
Royal,
reveal
of
what
course.
this
What does it have
surprise.
to do with,
It
Phil?
might have a little something to do with, I'm not going to tell you.
You've got a
You
match,
don't
Phil.
call me Phil. It is Mr. Chuhai from here on in.
Okay.
Mr. Too High.
Too high. with downtown Bruno at his side. So I guess we'll say that Mr. Chuhai and his son, Little Chuhai.
Oh, is his son?
Oh,
not named
okay.
Hickerson
So
anymore
this
either?
is kind of a revisit then, right? Downtown Bruno had been calling Phil Hickerson his daddy, like a couple months ago, I think, and then it just kind of faded out. But now it looks like it's coming back.
I don't know. I have no idea. It could be.
I don't
Chris
know. One
Fraser.
fall, 10-minute time limit match. Chris Fraser out of Mississippi going against what used to be Phil Hickerson out of Jackson, Tennessee. Now wants to be known as P.Y. Chuhai, right?
P.Y. Chuhai.
Yeah.
Note of it, Lance. P.Y.
Now
What a
wants to be
delivery.
known
Listen to that.
P.Y. Chuhai, right?
P.Y. Chuhai. Are you now, listen, we're talking to downtown Bruno. We're trying to figure out, does that make you Little P.Y. Chuhai?
Whatever floats your boat, Lancer. He's still my daddy, and I love him no matter what it does.
Big waist lock, and Hickerson picks him up and slams
Sounds like
him into
Grace-coded.
the turnbuckles. Whips him across the ring, and Frazier, again, that belly-to-belly suplex has come into play twice in 2 matches.
I like
1,
that
2, 3, and
finish.
that's
That was a
it.
good finish.
Boy, that didn't take very long for P.Y. Chuhai. No, hey, certainly not, Mr. Chuhai, as he ends up winning that match in what kind of time?
48 seconds for Mr. Chuhai.
Mr. Chuhai. I mean, if that's what he wants to be called, it's okay with me when we're in the same room. You got that right. We're going to take time out.
Who
We're
else
gonna be
was
back.
dead named recently that we've been watching? Remember somebody said they wanted to go by a certain name? Wendell Cooley, and Dave Brown kept calling him by his other name.
Coming up in just one moment. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Boy, what a night that one's going to be. That final bout.
What's
is
up,
gonna be a
ATF?
CWA Tag
You just
Championship
missed-
match with Robert Fuller.
You might have been here, but you just missed Big Yogi, one of my all-time favorite Memphis wrestlers
Going
now.
against Jeff Jarrett and Ricky Morton.
Sandbagging
More about it
Scott
later during the
Steiner.
program. Jeff, that's a great opportunity.
You ain't kidding, Lance. You said it. It's an opportunity.
Boy, those
And when
bangs.
opportunity knocks, boy, you better be there because Rick Morton is going to
If
be
you
my
took
partner,
Jeff
and he's
Jarrett's
attacked-
hair right now and you dyed it red, you could interchange it with Kinetic Kel, and they would look exactly the same after the hair swap.
tag team specialist, and him and myself.
Yeah,
we're gonna
Rick
give it everything
Casey.
we got. Robert Fuller and Jimmy
You
Gold,
saw Big
I'll never
Yogi? He
back
was
down from you
awesome.
From day one, and Wednesday night's going to be no different.
Hope folks stay tuned. They'll see exactly what Jeff is talking about in there. Wildcat Wendell Cooley's going to be kind of active come Wednesday night in Evansville. You got double duty in there, Wendell.
Well, that's right, Lance. You know, and I'd love to stand out here and I'd love to talk to you about the weather and about all the nice people around here. and
He
all the
wasn't very
free throws and this and that,
cooperative
but
with
I can't
Scott
do it because
Steiner.
I got too much on my mind right now, Lance.
I wonder if he just didn't trust him or something because he's just getting started. But I mean, Steiner is a huge guy. You could definitely trust that he's got the power to get you over clean in that like whip you into the ropes, into the power slam. Like there's no reason to doubt him on that.
And you know, the last time I had on a pair of handcuffs, I was in a patrol car. But this is going to be a little bit
Oh,
different
boy.
in Evansville, Indiana. I'm going to put on a set of handcuffs, and I'm going to have Robert Fuller attached to the other end of it because I want to tell you something. When Candy Devine steps in the ring with Sylvia, I wanted to have a fair shake, Lance, and if Robert Fuller sticks his nose in, I'm going to be right there in his back pocket because he's going to have to drag me in. And now I want to talk to you about a 6'9" or 7-foot giant that weighs about 300 pounds that has steroid breath, Lance Russell. That means everything he does
I don't think It's Me is going to be happy about this promo.
involves muscles. You know what I'm saying, Lance Russell? Everything he does involves muscles. He's a big guy. He is strong. But I want to tell you what, there ain't no steroids in this body, baby. There's a little bit of one-a-day vitamins, a couple cans of beer, Lance, and a whole lot of heart. And I got more heart than he's got muscles on his
Likely
body.
doubting
Come
himself.
Evansville, Indiana, pal.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to be the new CWA.
He didn't
heavyweight
want to
champion.
bump.
Bank on it.
I think Sid Vicious may be in for a major league surprise come Wednesday night in Evansville in there. Those are just some of the bouts coming up.
Very good. All right. I tell you, we got a tape coming up. I think that all the wrestling fans are going to enjoy the portion of it we're going to show. There was a match that took place in Memphis, Tennessee in the Mid-South Coliseum with Dutch Mantel and Jerry Lawler. We don't have all of it because it was a pretty long match, but I do, in fact, want to show some highlights of it. Here it is.
They know each other so well. It's made it in such a good match.
again, and whatever he's using, he's about to play Lawler, and he does it. Out over the second rope goes Lawler. Lawler now on the outside.
One of Chat's favorite wrestlers, future podcaster, Dirty Dutch.
Now drops out of the ring completely. Is Dutch Mantell. Follows. Lawler climbs up with one leg back on the apron, but the Dutchman wouldn't give an inch, and he kicked him in the ribs before he could ever get up on the ring apron.
Yeah, I know. Well, but also, to be fair, I took the bumps and then I said, I'm done. Like, I took the most basic bump you could take, and I was like, that ain't for me. Like, and I quit. Like, he kept going. But then again, people do say that, like, Lawler would bring in people that he met at the gym and stuff like that. So maybe he wasn't really trying to get a career. He just got talked into coming down there because he was a big guy.
Right in the ribs. And Lawler taking two real shots from Mantell. This time Lawler, double legs from the outside of the ring. Dutch gets Dutch around the ring post, and he's about ready to post.
Even a manager, though, like, you gotta bump occasionally. I wouldn't mind that, probably, but I didn't want to do the training. Have we? Okay, I know that, like, historically, for sure they fought through the crowd, but have we seen on Memphis TV, even in these arena matches, have we ever seen a fight out through the crowd like this? If we have, I feel like it's really rare to see this on Memphis TV. Mm-hmm. I like Dutch. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. I think he's an incredible booker. But, like, when I watch his podcast now, it just almost feels like James is, like, wheeling him out for the shows. He gets confused. He talks about the same, like, subjects. We've talked about it for months and months. It's almost hard for me to watch sometimes because he'll just, like, and when he tries to tell a joke, like, it's just like he doesn't have, like, you know, as you get older, you slow down, and, like, he doesn't have that, like, snap on what he says, so his jokes end up coming out really slow, and it almost sounds like he's trying to he's just talking and not telling a joke. Save those for the Coliseum, yeah. I mean, even, yeah. It works, because it's like, holy shit, they're out in the crowd. You're anti-James. He seems to me, and I could be wrong, it could just be because he's British, maybe, I don't know. It seems like he's knowledgeable about wrestling. It doesn't seem like he even likes it to me. It just seems like it's something that he could find. He seems very business-minded, and he just never really seems to be that, like, invested in the wrestling. Or, like, there's not a lot of passion there. But he knows his stuff a lot of the time. I'm gonna see if Vinny Slugga will start doing a weekly AEW review with me. Yeah, that's what I mean. We've been watching since we've started at the beginning of 86, so 86, 87, 88. We had to get to the beginning of 89 to even see people fighting in the crowd. Like, that's pretty amazing. Pretty patient booking, really. But then again, back then, it was your money as an individual, like you as the promoter. You didn't have a big corporate machine behind you, or you didn't have, like, your dad giving you billions of dollars. So you didn't have to worry about making money. But that's pretty impressive, like, over 3 years. Let me tell you something, Clarence.
Lawler slides loose on him. And Lawler with a double chair threw it over Dutch's head. And he nails him, and the referee is trying to get him back.
I want to book a show that's just the TV and that's it. Like that there's no house shows, no pay-per-views, no nothing. It's just everything happens on the studio show. But you know, but it's handled like it is here. I know this sounds super stupid. We talked about it before, but like I like this storytelling, and I don't even really mind that we don't get to see the blow-off matches, you know what I mean? Like I really like Memphis TV like as a standalone thing, especially because they do show us when we really need to see it, whatever happened at the arena. Is that Cactus Jack? He's in the territory, or he was in '88. He's not in this match, though, I don't think.
Boy, I'm telling you, a double count out. That son of a gun, as you could well see, the portion that you saw of it there was all over the place, and it was some kind of a battle. Here he is, back again. All right, I want to hear from you on it.
Two promos in the first
champ, Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, you know, Dutch Mantell,
18
just
minutes.
to recount what's taken place here the last few weeks, Dutch Mantell came out here on television. He tried to goad me into a title match. I was going to take some time off over the holidays, but no, Dutch Mantell was intent on getting his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. You remember, Lance, standing right here, he spit that tobacco juice right on me. He got his shot at the world title. Well, what it evolved is we had a match down at the Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, Tennessee, and it wound up fighting all over that Coliseum.
Well, I wouldn't have any blow. Well, also, I'd be booking Boyd people, so we really couldn't put on, you know, big epic matches as well.
I don't know if you realize it or not, but that's the kind of match I like.
Man, I saw a picture of Ravens Flock. If you guys haven't seen it, they reunited a bunch of members of Ravens Flock and took like a picture. Man, it was depressing, man. I could feel like I felt like that Matt Damon scene where he turns into the old man like instantly.
I like it when it gets down.
I was
when
like,
it gets
fuck,
dirty,
I'm at the end.
Just like yourself, brother. Now, you think that's your kind of match? Well, that's fine, because that's the way I like them too. And we're going to do it again, Dutch. And this is going to be one of the most usual matches that's ever been sanctioned by all four of these organizations.
I better get
Dutch,
my Boyd
they've all
karma
gone on
right.
the line. Each one of the officials have said, let it take place in an explosive-type match where you can fight not only in the ring, but as you just saw on that tape, outside of the ring, up in the top of the building, no matter where the match goes, it's fine. It's all still legal. And if I take your head and I run it up against the side of the building, up in the top of the balcony, and I pin you right there in the balcony, the referee's going to be right with us, and he's going to count 1, 2, 3 right there. It doesn't have to take place in the ring. It's going to be anywhere, anything goes, Dutch Mantell. And you say that's the way you like it? Well, I promise you, brother, that's the way
Must
the
be
king
from
likes it
WrestleCade.
too, and we're
They
gonna
didn't
do it
have
that way.
Stevie Richards
Jerry,
or
this is, most
Billy Kidman. I think they were maybe
unusual world heavyweight
Van
title
Hammer
match to
wasn't
have an
there, but
explosive
they had quite a
match
few
where it's
guys
not
there. It was
confined to the
grim.
ring.
Well, that's exactly what I said, Lance. You're right. It's
Depressing.
very unusual to get the officials to agree to have the title at stake with these kind of stipulations, because basically there are no rules in a match like this. Just about anything goes, as you see. You can get rammed into a ring post. You can get chairs rung around your head. Anything can happen when you can go all over the building, and that is what's going to happen. And like you said, it's very unusual, but the World Heavyweight Championship will be at stake in this match, because that's the way Dutch Mantell wants it. He thinks I don't want this match. He's got another thing coming. I want it just as bad as you, Dutch, because I love this kind of match, bro.
Jerry, hang if you would for a moment. We want to find out what Dutch does want. I've got a little interview I'd like for you to hear, please.
Jerry Lawler, let me tell you one thing. You recognize this? My favorite chew, Red Man Tobacco. And I think you got a good taste of it the week, and I'm going to get a good taste right now.
This is an interesting
I ain't coming to
video.
play no games. I ain't coming to mess around. You tried to take my head off last week, Lawler. You tried to put that double chair right around my head. I look like a horseshoe hanging out there around ringside. Well, it's going to be a little different story this week, because I can take it all over the ring. We fought all over the building last week, but now it's legal to do it. Now, all I remember a couple of years ago, we fought on that upper deck. Well, I may take you out in front of the building, but rest assured of one thing: when it's all over, said and done, I'm going to have that unified belt around my waist. I'm sure you're thinking everything was going fine and good, and you was the world's heavyweight champion. You come out super class, you beat Kerry Von Erich. Everything was great in your life till I showed up. Well, I showed up for a reason, and I showed up for a purpose, and it wasn't to come up there and shake hands in Memphis. To come up there and take that belt off.
Oh, in that really small room?
Yeah. But now that I got yours.
I've been to conventions like that, and man, they are kind of depressing. I've never been to a wrestling one like that, but there were wrestling people there, but it was mostly like sci-fi and horror type people. But it was pretty depressing. I saw Robert Zadar at one of them.
So,
My friend was really rude to him.
Once again, that belt is coming to me by hook or by crook.
Nice. That's better than how you described him last time.
Use fire, use everything else. But hey, I've been around you a long time, and I know exactly what it takes to beat you. So you don't scare me, because when it's over, said and done, Lawler, I'm going to own you.
Hey, Jerry, I talked to Dutch after that match in the Coliseum, and he really believes he's got your number.
Oh, yeah. I can tell just by looking at that piece of tape that Dutch Mantell thinks that this belt is going to be around his waist when this match is over. Well, I can tell you right now.
No, I did ask him, though, if the businessman in Arizona was Lalo.
Now, Dutch Mantell, what I'm going to have to do to you is
I think we could be seeing the end of the HFF, honestly. I mean, they're demonetized. There's a lot of, the vibes are extremely low after the Manhattan trip got completely ruined. Like, I don't know. I think we could be seeing the end of the HFF.
I'm going to have to make a believer out of you, brother. And that's exactly what I'm going to do this week. And you're right.
Very little streaming, very few
I
videos.
invented about 99% of the dirty tricks that you've ever seen in professional wrestling. And Dutch Mantell, you're right. You've been around me a long time. You think you know all my moves. You think you know all my tricks. But this week, brother, I'm going to show you some brand new ones. And like I said, I'm going to make a believer out of you. And I've said this before. It may cost me $500, but if I have to light you up like a Roman candle, if that's what it takes, Dutch Mantell, that's what I'm going to do to you.
Okay, you hear it.
On the orange side, what does that mean?
What a battle that'll be when he and
They're
the
claiming
Dirty
they're meeting me?
Dutchman get
Well,
together. Time out, back in a
I
moment.
guess everybody will have to tune in. I don't, we'll have to see how this works out.
Okay, before I get into the entire card coming up Wednesday night in Evansville, let me tell you about Thursday night, January the 12th in Eminence, Kentucky. It's going to be a big night of action there, and I do hope
If I was going out west,
Thursday, January
I would
the
have to
12th,
go past
Eminence,
Arizona to
Kentucky.
head
All
out
you folks in
to
that
see the
particular
Stanford
area.
women's
Okay,
volleyball
Wednesday
team
night
in
the
person.
Evansville Coliseum. It'll be Sylvia going against Candy Divine. Little stipulation, it may change the whole outcome.
It really
of that.
is too. Like, I'm not just saying that because they're on hard times. Like, I really do like when you watch them, like the energy is different. You know what I mean? And streaming is not difficult in terms of like labor, but it can be difficult in terms of like mental labor. And especially when you're like feeling a certain way and you're used to, you know, having pretty much a 24-hour-a-day show. I mean, not literally, but like pretty much. I mean, they stream a lot, but the energy is just completely different, in my opinion.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley is going to be handcuffed to Robert Fuller. You'll also be seeing Phil Hickerson's Japanese mystery team going against Scott Steiner and Brian Lee. A CWA heavyweight title, Sid Vicious defending against Wildcat Wendell Cooley. It'll be Bill Dundee and Tracy Smothers against the Beauty and the Beast. And the final bout is going to be a CWA tag title match when Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden defend against the team of Jeff Jarrett.
And you can say, like, well, they can, I mean, if they were counting on that money, too, losing that is a big deal because, yeah, you can reapply in 90 days, but, I mean, that's 3 months of income that you're missing, you know? I don't know how much they made off their YouTube, but... So if you're in a situation where you're relying on that for a big chunk of your income, you can't really just sit around and wait for 90 days.
Ricky Morton, what a night of action Wednesday in Evansville. Be there.
And I mean,
match that we've got
with Joy's work, I mean, I think she was already working, so like, I don't know. There's a limit to that as well, you know. There's a ceiling.
I see the superstar out here, and I better...
The artist formerly known as Rick Casey.
Now, Lancer, I was a little hot when I got here the last time because I do not like that.
I mean, it's, you know, I mean, I tend to kind of forget and just watch it as, watch this stuff as TV shows. But I mean, at the end of the day, there are like real life logistics and consequences and stuff like that for all these people.
Do not like the beast. I don't like nothing about them, brother. And I'm going to do something that's off the wall. But Bill Dundee, I can't even say my own name. And I ain't even drunk yet.
I haven't seen him so far, no.
I do a lot of things.
I think we've seen quite a few Japanese wrestlers. They brought in Kabuki a couple times, Goto and Sato. I think they circled in 3 or 4 more Japanese wrestlers as part of Tojo's tag team. But definitely not Hashimoto.
People don't expect me to do it. I'm fixing to do one right now. If Jeff Jarrett would just come out here just for 30 seconds of your time, brother.
Jeff?
Not unless he was under a mask.
Okay.
But I think the guy under the mask turned out to be a white guy.
Jeffrey, this is off the wall. I know what everybody's saying. Ricky Morton is one of the best tag team wrestlers in the world. We were supposed to wrestle Golden and Fuller for the CWA title. I have no doubt in the world that we would have beat him. Now, I'm going to give it to you, brother. If you will swap, I know what you're going to say, Bill. It's a title match. I know belts mean a whole lot. But
that's what I like about Clarence. One of the things I really like, and Eric as well, is that it's so low stakes. You know what I mean? Like when you watch some of these people that like streaming really is like it's their life, it's their passion, it's how they're making money, it's their life, it's a lifestyle. Like that can be that's fun. But then it's also fun to see people who are like just as into it as that, but like are just completely like all the stakes are just so low. It just kind of makes it like, I don't know, less stressful to watch sometimes.
I want the suit back, and I want it back now. And
until he starts targeting
you. Throw him down in your match and beat him up. It would disqualify you, right?
Yeah, he definitely hasn't been. I'd remember Shinya Hashimoto for sure.
So let's do it legal, brother. We switch. You go in the title match for Ricky Morton. You let me wrestle with Tracy Smothers because they've beat him up and all kinds of things. I'll whoop him up, get my suit back. You'll be the tag team champion, and we'll both be happy.
Sounds like a deal to me, man.
All right, brother, we got it.
Okay, you mean you and Jeff you're going to switch off, and Jeff, you'll be going with Ricky Morton in that title match?
Right,
ooh, Ricky Morton.
I can't pass it up.
Boy, I understand that. Bill, I got to ask you one thing. This suit that the beauty took away from you has got to have a lot of value to
Well,
you.
sure, it has a lot of value, but it has a lot more sense.
I really like that Terry Funk run. Anybody's over when they come out of a box. If that's true, wouldn't we all be over? Well, unless you were a cesarean.
Well, he's going to be black and blue when this is over. Thank you.
Okay. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that is the way the
I
match
love
is.
Terry Funk.
We'll, of course, check to be certain that that's approved.
I
by
saw
the
him one
office,
time during that last run in WWF, and he wrestled Mark Henry. I want to say it was maybe on Monday Night Raw. He wrestled Mark Henry, and there was a spot where it looked like he broke his arm, I think, or whatever. But I think that's the last time I saw Terry Funk wrestle live, too.
Bill came
Or no, wait, did I see him in IWA after that for Merry Funkin' Christmas? I can't remember. I think that was after Raw, but I could be wrong.
We got a big one coming in there now.
Or was it might not have been Merry Funkin' Christmas.
Now, William the Freezer Thompson, his partner Alan Reynolds, they're both out of Arkansas. And coming in now with Sylvia and downtown Bruno, it's Robert Fuller and Big Sid Vicious. Robert Fuller, the Tennessee.
Uh-oh, it's me.
Tennessee. Vicious says
Robert Fuller, the Tennessee stud, with Sid Vicious against Reynolds, Rapp, and the Freezer.
Good luck to referee Jerry Calhoun in keeping this one straightened out.
Amen.
We're being joined by.
You can take 10 referees. It don't matter. 15 referees.
Yeah.
Nobody going to be.
I mean, like, I was a huge Hogan mark when I was a kid, so, like, I have a lot of nostalgic, energy for Hogan, but, like, if I had to pick somebody like who's like overall, I just think Terry Funk is like just the complete like prototype for a wrestler.
And Big Sid Vicious.
He can do it all, do any style, get over anywhere.
You don't mind, we'll wait till the referee.
He interviewed a horse's ass.
What about Bruno?
Tried to kill Ric Flair with a plastic bag.
Just pumped up in there. Now we ring it. I guess you
about the
will.
stud stable. We're a stable
Look at
full of
Sylvia.
champions. You know what I'm talking about? We got Sid Vicious and Robert Fuller here. These two guys are champions in their own right. Robert Fuller and Jimmy Gold.
He also had a really fun feud with CM Punk in Ring of Honor.
CWA Tag Team Champion.
Raven did too. Raven had a good run with Punk.
Heavyweight champion. We got my daddy, P.Y. Chuhai, who's always been a champion, always will be a champion, even without a belt. You know what I'm talking about? We're all champions. Downtown Bruno's a champion. Sylvia's a champion.
We're all-
That's what we
Sylvia's
wanna
a
be.
champion.
Let me explain something to you, Lancer, and something to everybody out there. Now, a lot of people, this is a very personal issue with me. They say, well, look at Downtown Bruno. He's a greasy-looking little bum. He's dirty.
Crow Era Sting is your favorite of all time? That's fair.
You said it, not me.
No, I didn't say it. People say it. They look at me. They look at my appearance. They say, looks like he's laid out all night drunk or something.
What about
He ain't
AEW
sick. He
era
ain't
Sting
cleaned himself up.
with
He's
Darby
just
Allin?
a little slob. What good is he? What's he
You
doing
saw
here?
her
Why
give
is he on
Genie
TV?
Wasung a rim
All
job? Where'd you
fucking
see that
comments
at?
like that, Lancer. And you know what? Let me explain to you what it comes down to, Lance Russell. Downtown Bruno is a person that people react to. When I walk into auditoriums and the arenas, people react to Downtown Bruno. I bring more reaction than any.
Have you thought about reaching out to Ben Thorpe, Terrapin Fred? He's always looking for a friend
I'm not no rat.
and a confidant.
I'm not no Dangerly. I'm Downtown Bruno, and that's the real McCoy. You know what I'm talking about, Lancer? Downtown Bruno. This has been my living, my bread and butter for 10 years.
You're ding dong.
This is what I live for, what I bleed for, what I die for. And ain't nobody gonna ridicule me and make fun of me and say that I can't get the job done because I don't look like $1 million. Maybe I don't look like $1 million, but I don't have to because I'm good at what I do. That's why I'm in the CWA. That's why I'm in the stud stable. So anybody can make all the comments they want to. They can knock me. They can ridicule me. They can try to run me out of here. They can make threats and promises. But what it all comes down to is this is my area. This is my territory. I'm a fixture around here. I'm a homeboy now. Downtown Bruno, 14 Duquesne Boulevard, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the CWA. It goes together like scotch and soda. Bread and butter, Laurel and Hardy, Frick and Frack. Downtown Bruno.
Hey, ATF, did you watch the
Take a breath
Super Bowl
anytime you
Shuffle
like.
documentary?
Listen here. You know why, Lancer? Because it's like Mama
Speaking of
said,
William the
it's
Freezer
that
Thompson.
way sometimes. Yeah.
Well, the last 15 minutes, it seemed like diatribe came from downtown.
I got
Bruno,
Mama
and
Says It
we,
Bees
do
That Way
have
into
action
Sports
in the
Friday
ring.
this week.
And Sid Vicious and Robert Fuller have just been, oh, look at
Ooh.
He didn't quite get done what he was going to do. Now he does.
Oof.
David.
Well, I guess he did it now, Lance Russell. See, I don't sit out here and lie. I don't sit out here and make mistakes. I sit out here and show you how to do your job right. And Sid Vicious is going to hurt people. It
HBO Max. It's only 40 minutes long, but it's like really packed.
don't matter if he's flipped.
Look at, was this kind of foreshadowing?
Right Vicious and Robert Fuller have just been.
Ooh,
The
man.
big guy slipped. Vicious and Robert Fuller have just been.
Oof.
Oh, look at. Oh, the big guy slipped. He didn't
What's up,
quite
Dave's
get
channel?
Done what he was going to do. Now he does. David.
Well, I guess he did it now, Lance Russell. See, I don't sit out here and lie.
ATF Media was too busy painting his nails to watch the documentary. That could be true. I can't confirm or deny.
Maybe he did it on purpose. You want to know the truth? Look at this. Knock this partner right off, too. I think that's pretty funny. Now, why don't you step right on out here?
I know, that's what I mean. Like, that's like some real Final Destination shit.
People to see me when I'm talking to them.
Never mind, Bruno. Never mind. We,
Step on out here. You don't tell Downtown Bruno, never mind. You don't tell Downtown Bruno when he talks to you when it's
yeah, you bring some big backup with you when you come around. I'll say that.
Man, look at Sylvia. What a unit.
You're just the announcer. First of all, I've got a few comments to make. Look at this. This is $5,000 that Sid Vicious put
Oh,
up
here we go,
for
another.
everybody. From
This is the
Ellen
fourth
Reynolds
or
to the
fifth type of receptacle we've seen used to hold cash. Remember when the rock and roll RPMs had the zip full of fucking money?
Freezer Thompson, to Scott Steiner, Brian Lee, $5,000 if they could beat him in arm wrestling. Not only,
I remember him.
Not only has nobody beat him, nobody's challenged him because nobody has the guts to face Sid Vicious in an arm wrestling contest, let alone a wrestling match. Now then, I understand we've got a match signed. Sid Vicious is going to defend his CWA
Isn't it weird that
title
both Robert
against this
and
wild
Ron
cat,
Fuller
Wendell
went by the
Floyd.
Tennessee
Well, see,
Stud?
Wendell Floyd, there's something you've got to understand, brother. Bill Dundee, Scott Steiner. Okay, let's start right there. I want to say this right there. Bill Dundee, so far, has probably been the toughest opponent I've
Listen,
had since I've been
Sid,
here.
that's a no-no. That's a no-no. This is a rookie mistake right here.
Now you expect me to take some goof that comes out and calls me steroid breath? Seriously, you got to be joking. If I use steroids, it doesn't matter, Wendell, because I'm always on top.
I think he should have just moved Lance's arm up. I don't like it.
And you're
Like,
not.
I don't care for that.
Tell Vicious this breed on me. I need another inch on my arm. Let me tell you something, Cooley. Your days are numbered. But you know something I want
Let me
to
tell you something.
about back here. You know, Sylvia calls herself the loveliest girl in wrestling, and it's because I call her the loveliest person in wrestling, and she's got all the confidence in the world. She has beaten Kenny Devine.
Man,
time
Sylvia,
and time and
what a
time
piece.
again. And now Kenny Devine figures that it's going to make some difference because I'm handcuffed out there to win
A
the
true
Cooley.
diamond in the era of the golden box.
And rather than tell you how I feel about
Or no, the
this
golden
handcuff,
era of
why
the
don't you ask
box.
Sylvia, Lance?
Okay, Sylvia. He will not be available to jump in the ring for you.
Hey, you got it back.
But see, with him handcuffed to Wendell, then Wendell can't jump in. He can't cheat. He always cheats. Candy's always got somebody interfere. She bites, she scratches, she pulls hair. I'll just kill her. That's all. Robert, make sure Wendell doesn't interfere. And
I really don't. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the wrestlers holding the mic unless it's like a real special situation.
that's what he's there for.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, there are good promos where they're holding the mic, but like, I just feel like the interview works better if you let the interviewer do his
Enough
job.
of loveliness now. Enough of loveliness. Kenny Devine.
Dark Journey, way hotter than Sylvia. Mods, ban anybody talking about anybody being hotter than Sylvia.
If you barf bags out there for all the crowds to say to sing your whole body. Well, we're not going to strip you down, girl, but what we are going to do.
Hey, listen, let me tell you why Missy does not beat all. Missy was completely untrustworthy. She was jumping from dude to dude throughout her tenure. Sylvia is not only loyal, like, she's fiercely loyal. She's got in the ring and fought like dudes to protect her man. You're not going to see Missy Hyatt do that.
You're beat, and you're beat convincingly. And as far as my tag titles go, I'm talking about for myself and Jimmy Golden. We are the
B-Girl is
baby.
pretty hot,
And everybody out
but a
here
total
knows it.
304.
Now you come in here and you have a
And I'm only
contract
rating
to
on the
wrestle
trad
guys,
scale.
And then you decide here on this television that you don't want them to go that way, so you're going to throw the names down.
They are always secretly watching.
You don't write my contracts, boy. You don't tell me what to sign, and you dang sure don't go changing my matches. And when you do, that's when I'll be gone from here. But before I leave, I promise you one thing. I'll take that little skunk silver spoon butt of yours.
You don't
and
even
I'll
have
tear it
to.
up.
Have you ever, even for a second, considered the idea that Sylvia was going to turn? She had that one little moment where she said that she felt sorry for Brickhouse Brown, but then immediately like worked with Fuller to fuck him over. So I just don't think there's no doubt to me whatsoever that Sylvia is 100% loyal to Robert Fuller in the stud stable.
One last time and do it good. Let's get out of here.
Well, there you hear it from the stud.
Well,
stable
you guys
on
are
and
just
on.
looking
We're
for-
gonna take time out
listen,
and be back
that's-
in just a moment.
Choosing a shallow woman who's going to be disloyal to you, that's foolishness, because Sylvia's going to come in with the kendo stick. She's fought, I think, downtown Bruno. She fought the babyface lady. Pretty face only gets you so far.
Boss Winters is back with us again, baby.
Yes, he's got Ready in the ring right now. The team of Rough and Ready.
Oh no, Luna. Who's Nate? I thought his name was Lee. He really was always being ridiculed. We are not getting back together. He wants to be friends. Well, can you, is it even really realistic to think about going back to being friends? I know that like it might provide like an immediate like emotional tampon for the situation, but do you really think like moving forward that like you're going to be able to just set aside the feelings that you had for the former king, or no?
Here comes Jeff Jarrett. We got a single match here. Jeff Jarrett.
What's up, Cody Turbo? We just found out that Luna was broken up with. She's dropping shoot names. That's a good plan, Luna.
Here we go. Ready. Comes out of the corner. Let's see how ready he is as he goes against Jeff Jarrett.
You know, over the couple of years that we've seen Rough and Ready as a team,
You do
they
you,
do not
yeah.
have a very impressive record. But I'll tell you one thing, they're kind of like Keith Eric. Week after week,
Keith
when you're
Eric.
in there with the best partner, you learn something. And they have gotten a lot tougher in the last 6 months than they had previously been.
They have indeed, and they're right
You're not
now
looking
ready
for a
back.
relationship,
Jeff Jarrett
that's
back
fair.
to the corner. Boss Winter holding him back there. He's got his hands around Jeff's boot.
You have to let your heart and box heal, Luna, in these tough times.
And heads around the ring.
Okay, Robert.
Russell. I want him to go ahead and have his match.
Just focus on yourself and your music and rocking out and having a rockin' 2025. Keep on rocking in 2026.
Yeah, well, you call him any kind of name you want to, but he's been a pretty impressive wrestler in the time that he's been in it. And anything you got... Oh, I see.
Who gets custody of the 910 Legion, though? That's the real question here. Ooh, look at Sylvia.
Wrestler in this state, and a man like that is called lightweight. That's the only word for it, and I'm going to prove that to him. You let him have his match. You make sure
Well, he may be a lighter weight than you are, but he also was the light heavyweight champion for a time.
Now, he can't even have his match.
Well,
he's too busy looking at Sylvia. He's too busy.
Terrapin Fred, personally, I agree with you, but Luna, I don't think is really into, well, I mean, to put it politely, I guess, like fucking the pain away. I don't think Luna's into that. She's more traditional when it comes to sexuality, so I don't think she's looking for like a rebound hookup. She's looking for love, romance, a king, if you will.
Trying to look at the glamorous part of wrestling over here instead of paying attention, and you may get see it over here.
You never start getting over the last one until you're on your next one. That's true. Once I started, once I upped my coverage on Vegan Patriot, it let me move on from Thorpe Alert much smoother.
I was looking at that. I saw it just like you did. Excellent maneuver by Jeff Jarrett. Jeff attention is directed over here at Robert Fuller because he's waiting. Looking at me. He's worried about you.
Luna's more of like, she's a romantic.
You look at Sylvia over here, they get a shot of her with her legs all crossed, baby. She's a good-looking machine, and he's too busy looking at her to keep his mind on his match.
Yeah, he's worried about you jumping in on the back of it.
Well, listen, Luna, if he wants to be friends, this is my advice to you is, if he's saying that to you, first of all, to me, that's kind of a sneak diss when somebody says that, but if you want to take him at his word that he really wants to be friends, you have to treat him like a friend, right? You can't give him like, you have to be there for him like a friend would be there for him. He can't lay his shit on you like you're his girlfriend if you're just his friend, you know what I mean? So don't let him reap the benefits of a girlfriend without actually, you know, being committed to you. So, like, if he's saying he wants to be friends, I just think it'd be a good idea for you to set up boundaries that you're only going to offer him what a friend offers, you know?
That's your story. Bell time, and Jeff Jarrett has his hand raised. David, what kind of time?
2 minutes, 28 seconds. Jeff gets the win, even though he...
Well, I'm taking a break from Clarence. He banned me a bunch of times last night for no reason. And then he kept telling me to leave him the fuck alone. And I don't want to give the guy like a nervous breakdown or something. I'm going to give him a little bit of space, and I'll swing back around and check on him down the road a bit.
Distracted by Fuller at the end.
It was pretty early to bring him in anyway, but I feel like we got a lot of enrichment from Clarence.
He's not scared of anybody. He's not scared of you either one.
Yeah, just don't let anybody take advantage of you, Luna, you know.
He's got something he wants to confront.
Yeah, what I want to say to you, man, is how you
Yeah, he banned me. Yeah, he timed me out a bunch of times and he banned me.
come in to the play.
When he was on the Only Good Vibes channel, it was like such a relaxed, fun channel. And then he switched to the Real Hebrews and it's been nothing but like just fire and flame.
When you've got a world champion, a former tag team world champion, Ricky Morton, you figure you're pretty tough. You're going to come into the play then and get your shot at the world title.
Look at Sylvia.
What you
Keno.
are is you're a punk, and that's what you're all
Cameraman, you're a...
One time, I thought I talked to you, but I guess I didn't.
Did you see Sylvia? She knew her man so well. Watch. Watch. She sees Fuller start to heat up, and then she's going to duck out just at the right time.
And that's what you're always going to be. And one time, I thought I talked to you, but I guess I didn't.
It is it's absolutely his loss. No shade to King Lee. I would never. I have respect our king, our former king, but I mean, you know, you're out of his league, Luna.
Bring the whole stable out here.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff. Hey.
You know what I got banned for, Randy? I said, "Hi, Clarence." And he timed me out. And then I said, stop banning me or stop timing me out. And then he banned me. And told me to get the fuck out of his life. Leave him alone. You just need time to heal and you have to move on. That's true, Luna. That's good that you're already at that point. Some people, like Luke West, don't get to that point. It takes them 8 years to get to that point. But if you but see, this really works in the favor of, I think, Terrapin Fred, or IC All. I can't remember who said it, but whenever Luke was finally able to kind of take at least one step being over Victoria was when he took his first step with, what was her, April. I'm starting to forget the Luke lore. He better put those last few videos back up.
You're out here saying you're the only one. You want to talk to him. Then here comes the rest of the stable out here. Okay, let's take a break. We'll be back there.
Did I get addicted to him when he blocked me? No, in fact, I think I said in the chat, I was really high, but I think I said, like, if you're really serious, like, I'll stop watching. That's what he banned me for. I told him, "Hi, Clarence." He timed me out. I said, "Stop banning me, Clarence," and he timed me out again. Then I came back and I said, I said, "Okay, Clarence, like, if you're serious, I'll quit watching you," and that's when he banned me. Lee and you can be friends. It just feels different. Yeah, it will definitely feel different.
Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, a match that's going to have more than just a little interest in it. Is going to be Beauty and the Beast going against Bill Dundee and Tracy Smothers. You conveniently weren't there for
Here comes the purple.
The interviews come, you show
The purple
up in Bill Dundee's
adjacent guy.
jumpsuit.
Bill Dundee, this is my jumpsuit, Lance Russell.
What's it say on the back? Superstar.
Like I said, I'm the only superstar in wrestling. I'm sick of everybody imitating me, wearing pink, and I'm going to prove
He
to
only
everybody
wants
Wednesday night in Evansville, Indiana, that
blacks,
this is my
Hispanics,
jumpsuit.
and
We're gonna
Native
kill
Americans
Bill
to watch.
Dundee.
Okay, you keep that thought in mind because you're going to need it when you get in there. We're going to have a CWA Tag Championship match. This is going to have the current champs, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden, going against a first-class team of Jeff Jarrett and his partner is going to be Ricky Morton.
Man.
What a team that's going to make.
I'm going to tell you something, this Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, my God. Wow. Look at that hair.
big Superman that he calls a partner now that he's going to come after.
That's Terry Garvin.
I'm tell you something. They call him the rock and roller or something like this. Not going to be a dance party.
Clarence
And
could.
you're
I'm not
just
giving
good.
up on him.
You
I'm
must
just
be
going to give him
glutton
some
for
breathing
punishment,
room.
son. This man right here has beat you to an oblivion many times before. You bring it out again.
Blue
down here,
sunglasses
you
are
like
back.
it. You made him like it, did you? We're going to make him like it one more time. You take a good look at these belts right here. Only in your
He
dreams
thinks
will
you're
you be
Psycho
wearing these belts.
Sid. He thinks everyone is their profile pictures.
Not in reality. We'll see you when we get into the ring.
That's
boys.
why he
Well,
doesn't
we'll
really
be on board because
fuck with
Wednesday
Ananje.
night, it'll be a showdown
He'll
for the
actually
league.
talk to
Imagine
him.
they're trying to make a criminal out of me. One thing for sure, I got the only class you're going to see there, baby, except for what you see from her. You put me in the handcuffs, but you try to keep me there.
I
with
hope
the truth.
VP
That's
leaves this
another
recent
thing,
stream
baby.
up.
Kenny
There's a
Devine,
really
you gonna get
Keno
the beating
segment
of
in
a
it, but I just didn't have
lifetime.
time to
Am I right,
record it.
baby? You're going to have to drag him in the ring with you if you're going to try to get in there this time. Wednesday night, we'll see the showdown.
No snakes policy.
We're just looking at a brand new team
Keep,
climbing in the
keep
ring
in mind,
there.
literally, I have interacted with some of the most every direction snake type of people on the internet, and like I've never snaked anybody.
They wrestle under the mask, of course. Their partner. Whoa! Here comes
Send in Tyrone Church.
Wendell Curley and Airwind Boss winners again. The Grim Reaper's partner is Don Bass out of Greasy Corner, Arkansas. Don
I'm
says he's
telling
been
you,
on
I think he'd find a reason to be an asshole, even if you were black. I don't think this guy gets along with anybody. I don't know if you've been following with the guy that he's feuding with at Walmart. That's what made him mad too. I brought that up. He's into it with this guy at Walmart because there's a person at the self-checkout whose job is to watch the people, right? He watches the computer for any issues. He's also there for like the customers, right? If you have a problem, they come over and help you. So Clarence asked the guy, he goes, "Are you watching me?" And the guy told him, "Yeah, of course. Like that's my job." And Clarence goes, he called him a motherfucker and all this other stuff. And I think he's made himself so paranoid with these negative interactions with the Walmart staff, and that's why he records every time he goes there. Is I think he thinks that it'll like hold up in court, you know, or someone else will be offended that the guy whose job it is to watch the self checkouts is like watching the self checkouts.
Oprah Winfrey style diet and is trimmed down to a svelte 286 pounds from his previous 300. Yes, sir. I don't know. He doesn't look a lot different to me. But that's
You got a number last night?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it Luna?
You may find it again on the way home, knowing Don. Across the way, Bill Dundee, Tracy Smothers, and Wildcat Wendell Cooley.
It's at 6 hours now. Yeah, I'll have time then.
Set to go here. Looks like one of the Grim Reapers going to be starting against Wendell Cooley. Wendell offers the handshake. It's refused by the Reaper. Boss winner
I've got a
Reapers
timestamp on it and everything.
in the corner.
Where I want to start at. It's actually a really beautiful shot. It's like at nighttime and like the stars are out. It's a really fucking Keno background. I have no idea what she's talking about. I didn't listen to her topic, but I want to clip that segment. She's from Nepal.
I noticed how much respect Dundee had for you when he first came in the studio. Chased him all around the ring. Cooley and the Reaper #1 tie it up.
But like literally, we're all Clarence talks about now. He's upset because it's me. He said he was playing a victim. He's made like a bunch of weird videos about that.
You see Wendell come out of there with that elbow singing, and he put him down. There's the tag.
Like I don't even care if you're an asshole to me. Don't time me out and don't ban me.
Made it to the corner and got the tag on Grim Reaper #2. Wendell Cooley giving away height to both of those guys. Now he makes the tag to somebody who's not going to give away any height. Tracy Smothers out of Springfield, Tennessee. Off
Bench
the rope,
ramp.
drops down on the upper arm.
That might have been what I was looking at.
Back twist, too. Look out, the Reaper
That was an
wearing
awesome
a
scene.
left arm.
Well, yeah, that's the good thing about VP and a lot of these people is that you can, like, if you see a good background and they're there for like a decent amount of time, then I always think that's pretty much know it's going to be a good clip because there are so many loops. Like you're bound to to hit on. There's going to be something in there worth listening to.
Boy, he was flying, wasn't he? Beautiful. Slams that head into the top turnbuckle, and here comes the tough.
Sometimes you just don't have time. Like, you don't have time to clip because these people delete their streams all the time. I mean, trying to get a Kim clip. I mean, good grief. Hello, Bethadone Clinic. What's up, T-Dog? What up, Clarence? Oh, is that the It's Me account? I thought that was a real account. Me and Clarence are both falling for the profile pics.
214 pounds worth of dynamite. Bill Dundee. He telegraphed the punch and still knocked him down.
Gave him the big.
Who's this big guy on the outside there? Is that Don Bass?
Oh, this is going to be it. Oh, okay.
Well, they're not showing the team too much respect, boss. Looks to me like they're pretty well controlling things here. Bill Dundee grabs Don Bass by the arm, makes the tag on Tracy Smothers, and they put a double twist, then they unwind it, and then they hit him and knock him down to the mat.
So the first thing It's Me does after complaining about being blocked by ATF Media is to call out ATF Media on his new account.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. You come out here and give us all a reason to be prejudiced in there, the way you're hollering and screaming about Don Bass. Tracy Smothers ducks under a big looping right hand. Dundee reached around the outside, Dave, and got a hold of that toe. That kind of made it hard to walk.
That's it. He pulled his feet right out from under him. Tracy Smothers flying through the air again. Over to the corner, and he rams the Reaper's head into the turnbuckle, makes the tag on.
Hey, Bethadone Clinic, how old? You said those videos you sent me were kind of, they weren't like super new. When did you make them?
Yeah, big elbow, and boy, he dropped it right on.
I'm just curious.
Number one, put him down on the mat, picks him up as he slams him down with a body slam and comes with another elbow right across the chest in there. Cooley, Smothers, Dundee, looking good. Dundee takes back over from Wendell. We're about, what, 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes in?
Exactly. 3 minutes, 58 seconds gone right now. Here comes Big Don Bass out of Greasy Corner, Arkansas. Hey, Boss Winters is struck.
Yeah, Beth's not going to play into that tomfoolery.
Made him pay.
Bass kills him with a right fist. Dundee in trouble here for the first
3 years ago?
that any of that team has been in trouble.
I was just curious. Do you mind if I give you a compliment in front of the chat?
This Don Bass, boy, you can never sell him short. He's been a member of some incredibly mean and successful tag teams.
You got that right.
And a rather nasty single wrestler in his own right, too. Wendell Cooley back in to go against Grim Reaper number 2.
Cooley setting him up for a bulldog.
There we go.
He dogged him into the mat. 2, 3, and that's it.
He got him. 4 minutes.
Well, I was just going to say, I feel like I think like your breasts are just like really, they're like really full in those videos. Like it was pretty impressive, to be honest.
The hat down on the floor and stomps on it. Look out, Bill Dundee sneaking around behind him, and that Boss Winter came out from around the ring. No respect, right, boss?
No respect.
Who's wrestling? Don Bass, and I don't remember a masked jobber tag team, I think. I don't remember what their names were, and they were up against Bill Dundee, and then I don't remember him tagging anybody else in.
Something went wrong right then and there.
One fall up.
One fall up for that team. We're going to check our time.
I mean,
Before we
they
do,
were
though,
like,
a little action we want to show you with.
it was like a very eye-opening. 4-time world champions.
We only got 35 seconds left, Dave. I don't think that's quite time enough.
I think you're right.
This isn't old school wrestling. This is prehistoric. That's true.
This is today. Big Yogi lost to Scott Steiner.
Man, Big Yogi. Remember Big Yogi?
also known as Phil Hickerson, won his match today. It was Robert Fuller.
Yeah, I
Sid
mean, they
Vicious
do.
winning.
I
Jeff
would.
Jarrett got a victory
I was just
over,
kind of like,
Reddy of the team of Rough and Ready.
damn.
And then Bill Dundee, Tracy Smothers, Wendell Cooley getting a victory over the Grim Reapers and Don Bass.
I showed him to
Fine
the
first ball of action.
UPS
Bill Dundee
driver.
had boss winners on his horse,
They had him
running
moving.
around. I mean, from the very opening. We got to get out of here. Looking for you coming back next week. And until we see you at that time, for Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. You didn't look like it.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station.
Please
Namely,
stop
the promoters
bullying
of
old school
Championship
wrestling online. All right, I want to get past the opening here. So this will be the second episode in 1989. You miss Kim? She'll be back.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. The action has already started with Jeff Jarrett in there against David Elder. And special commentator right out here with us today, the world heavyweight champion, Jerry the King Lawler. We got some action going, and Jeff looking very good, Jerry. I thought it was Dave
Interesting, interesting outfit here from Jarrett.
A couple of seconds. As you said, yeah, you got.
Who's he in there with? Brutus Beefcake?
We almost spoke too soon. He was looking good.
Is that the Zodiac?
The backdrop, Jeff. He's rolled him into a small package. He may have him.
Wow, gonna win it. Wow, that's kind of interesting. This is CWA Wrestling out of Memphis in 1989. Very beginning. The episode that just ended was the first episode of the year.
David Elder trying to give him quite a scrap in there, but Jeff had too much of it going for him. He just kept reversing all the moves on it and came out
Milk
with a
truck
victory.
tits.
And the time on that one was 1 minute and 39 seconds.
It was like
As
very,
Jeff Jarrett
well,
comes.
listen, I don't
Boy,
want to
you
be
got your
crude,
hardware
but I
there.
think
Here, Lance, that's what
the
I
online
wanted to stop right here,
terminology
if I
would
could,
be
for just a
like
second, and
breedable.
briefly explain what I was going to try to do in this situation as I can get all of these belts.
This is
here on.
the brand new unification belt right there.
The brand
with all
new
of the
unified
various-
title, right? Lance, you know, I guess for the past a number of years, I've been wrestling right here in the course the Mid-South area for the CWA
Look at that belt,
promotion, and
Dave's channel.
a lot of people seem to think, you know, of course, a lot of people are watching this show in their own home city, of course, Memphis, Louisville, Nashville,
Hey, Armani.
Evansville, Indiana, all over the Mid-South. And
We were
the
just
funny
talking
thing,
about
like,
Bethadone's
when I talk to
breasts.
some of the fans, maybe in Memphis, Tennessee, or when I
Armani
talk to
was
them in Louisville,
summoned.
Kentucky, a lot of times they don't realize that the wrestlers wrestle in cities other than just their own city. You know, I've had a lot of people in my hometown of Memphis say, "Oh, you wrestle in other parts of the country too? I thought you just wrestled here in Memphis on Monday nights." Well,
You wish.
yeah, that's exactly right. It would be nice to only have to wrestle one time a week. And you know, but the fact of the matter is, and naturally, there are wrestling cards presented by the CWA and by Jarrett Promotion all over the Mid-South, virtually every night of the week.
That's true.
And just to be quite honest with you,
Should we ask B. Stevie to make a video about if he thinks women seem more breedable when they've got real full breasts?
promoters would love to have me, and of course their
By the way, he made the video on doppelgangers. Remember we were watching Sightings and I was really high and I asked him to make a video about doppelgangers and he did, and it's absolutely the black pill take on doppelgangers. We'll have to watch it.
Wrestling stars wrestle on all of these cards if they could, because naturally they want to try to, you know, get as many people to come to the matches as possible. And I've had to in the past, you know, naturally you can't wrestle every night of the week, and I've had to try to limit my appearances, and of course as the years go along you try to cut down as much as you can and wrestle as infrequently as possible. But when
That's
I won
Jerry
this
the King
AWA
Lawler.
championship back on May the 9th in 1988, well, all of a sudden then, you know, not only was I wrestling for the CWA
I can just picture
area
him in that little
here in the
office,
Mid-South,
you
and all
know,
of a sudden
talking
the
about it.
The obligations of the AWA.
The AWA promoters all of a sudden were on the phone every single day saying, "Hey, look,
This is a request
you
from
got
Mark
our world
Fusion. He
title.
says,
we need you to come to." I mean, just
do you think
basically all
when,
over the
do you
country
think when
where they
chicks have
promoted, they said,
really
you
full
know,
breasts, it makes them seem
Winnipeg,
more
Canada,
breedable?
I'm just trying to
Well,
think of
I
some
just
of
feel
the
like
places I
we're,
wrestled from,
you know, even if
Milwaukee,
they are
Wisconsin,
breedable, they're just rotting their life
Minnesota,
away. You know, they're just trying to.
yeah,
If you
South
breathe,
Dakota,
then you're
all these
bringing.
places. But,
You
I
know,
mean,
children
you know,
don't
it
ask to
was-
be
it was,
born into this world. They're just
it was
forced
okay, I
to
guess, for
go
them
to
expect
work
that
and
because, as I said,
support themselves.
I was then representing the AWA. I had their title. Of course, still trying to wrestle here in the CWA area.
Then back on December 13th, when we had the big unification title match, I'm looking at this as a big step up in my career and that sort of thing, which it naturally has been. But then all of a sudden, when I win the world class title, then
All right,
all of a
let's
sudden
everybody calm down.
the CWA
Methadone
area,
Clinic.
which is my home area, calling me, wanting me to
Cody
wrestle places.
Turbo.
You've got the AWA promotion calling me, wanting me to wrestle in their towns because I have their title.
So it's like a
Then the
prison
World
yard.
Cup
We
class
can all play
promoters are on
down
the
here.
phone every day
We're
saying,
all
well,
under
now you
under
have
the
our
gun,
title, too.
but we can all
need you to
play
wrestle
here as
down in
long as we
Texas.
can all
need
get
you in
along.
Houston, we need you in Dallas, we need you in all of these areas also to represent our organization.
Needs to be 3 of you, Jerry.
Oh boy, here
that
comes
would be a
Armani.
simple
Oh
solution.
no,
So what
Armani, you got to
solution that
handle this on
hopefully I have come
Discord,
to,
buddy. You
and
can't do it in
hopefully
here.
this thing will work out. Is they were gracious enough, both of these organizations.
This is
the
it. This is
NCAA,
you got to go
the
through the
CWF,
metal
all these
detectors when you
organizations
come
got
into
together,
Fusion
and
Studios.
they had this unified world championship belt made, which is so impressive that I'm so proud of. No other wrestler in history has ever been able to accomplish something like this, and it is just that, a great accomplishment. I'm proud
All right,
of
let's
it
be
as it can
mindful
So
of the
what I
algorithm and
told
not
the people
talk
at the
about
AWA
that
and World
particular
Class is,
topic.
This is just my suggestion. If they do it, that's
These
fine.
are
If
good
they
things
don't,
to talk
that's
about
their business. But
to
I
each
think,
other
and maybe
privately.
you'll agree that it might be a good idea. And as
You're
you can
actually
imagine how difficult it is
trash.
carrying this much hardware around with you when you try to travel, because you can't
One of them's bad enough.
you can't check this stuff on an airplane because then you lose your luggage and you've lost about probably $20,000
Guys, are we
worth of
really going to
hardware
fight
here.
while there's an
Anyway,
advisory
so
in
you try to
effect
carry
for
this stuff
southern
through airports, and
Indiana
it's real
and
difficult.
western
I'm trying to
Kentucky
shorten this up, Randy. I know you're want me to
until
hurry along
early
here. I'll do that.
afternoon? Come on, hang
What I'm
in there
trying to
till
say is
early
I called the
afternoon. Let's see
AWA,
what the
I called
sleep
World Class,
does.
And I told them, look, I'm now have the unified world title. I'm going to send this AWA belt back to the AWA. I'm going to send this world class belt back to the world class.
I
And what
love
think would be a
Mid-South.
smart idea
You know
is
what
if
though?
they would have
I
them
gotta
take the
say, I'll have to go back and revisit. I mean, I've seen most of the Mid-South TV, but I'll have to see more like the pre-86 Memphis. But like, I really like Memphis. I would put it probably like pretty close to equal footing with Mid-South as my favorite territory.
wrestlers in their organizations.
But I
have a
like
tournament
I
for
like
each of these
anything
titles,
Crockett,
and then
Mid-Atlantic,
just like the WWF has, or like the
NWA
NWA have
from
a
that
company
from
champion.
the Carolinas.
Have a guy who is the champion of the AWA and the champion of the world-class organization.
Beth,
Then
just
when
block
I bring
that
the
loser
World
if he's
Championship
fucking
into
with
their
you.
area, whoever has this
Armani
title would
could
be
get
the
along
number
with
one
Clarence.
contender in that
Armani's
area
black.
for the world championship. And does that sound logical? Does that sound like a logical?
Yeah,
thing
that's
for me?
Lawler.
We don't have to lug all these belts around. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try to do, and hopefully we can get these the organizations to go along with that, and then that would be a way that they can have.
I've got to
championship
ask
matches
B
in their own
Stevie to make that
organizations, in their
video.
own
I feel like
regions,
I have to.
and I think everybody would be
You know?
happy. I wouldn't be spread so thin, and I would be, as I said, automatically have some top contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship every time I go into the AWA or every time
How
I
should
go
I
down to the
phrase
World
it
Class.
though?
By golly, it sounds like a
Because it's not
doggone
about
good
being
solution to
like
me,
having
Jerry, and you'd
a
always
big
have the
big
unification
tits. It's
belt as
about
the
like
one
that they're
everybody
like
in
whatever
the
cup size
individual
they are. They're
conference
like,
champions would be shooting for.
you know what I
right
mean?
now.
They're full.
Just like right here in the CWA heavyweight champion.
We have to
is
put it.
Wendell Cooley,
Yeah, he
is
does. He
considered
doesn't
the
want to
number one
talk to
contender
white.
for this
No,
world title in
he'll
this
talk to black
organization.
people,
That's correct.
Hispanics,
Okay,
and
by golly.
Native
Okay, I think I have enough
Americans.
time, Lance. That's
That's
all.
it.
We got to take a break. Appreciate the explanation and the conversation about it.
Yeah,
Jerry.
I haven't
hope it
seen a
comes
lot
to
of
pass.
that,
We'll be back in just a
unfortunately.
moment.
I'd like to though. I would panel for Clarence, and I would panel for very few people, but I would panel for Clarence. I would love to talk to him, especially if he interacted with me on the panel like he does in the chat. Oh man, that would be awesome. As long as he didn't like cut me off or whatever.
25 out of Nashville, Tennessee. Wendell at 226 out of San Antonio, Texas. One fall, 10-minute time limit, non-title match. Jerry Calhoun says, let's get it going. Bell sounds. Wendell Cooley with a nice takedown. Puts Rick Stone on the mat in his first
They need to
appearance on
emphasize the
Championship
Wildcat part.
Want to,
Because he doesn't seem
get
like a
an
guy that would be
opportunity, I
wearing
hope, after
animal
this
print
match.
Speedo.
Wendell won the title from Phil Hickerson, and Wendell said, "Hey, I understood you said that was an upset," and I said, "Well, Wendell, I got to tell you, I considered it." Whoa! Look at that
He
side
hates me, dude.
suplex. Bang,
Hates
knocked
me.
him down, and that is all she wrote. Think he isn't ready?
Nobody on
That
YouTube
was 34 seconds worth right
hates
there.
me like
Lock in.
Clarence does.
Wendell Cooley comes up with a victory here.
Hey, this
is a guy, by golly, I want to tell you, we want to
Bethadone has had
congratulate him,
enough.
too, not only on the... Hey, come on.
Don't get into a feud with Armani.
Hey, Wendell, you don't have to
Man, Armani will really snap off in the Discord. He'll be like, somebody will say, he'll be like, listen, motherfucker, don't you ever fucking talk disrespectful to me again. Like, he really will. It's really wild.
Well, I guess he's going
He
back
gets
in
really
again
fired up.
today.
Don't
Rick
ever get
Stoller was
disrespectful with
complaining
me
about,
again.
Cooley grabbing his tights, which we saw no evidence of. Big Bulldog, he hammered him into the mat.
Can you imagine me and
1,
Clarence on a
2,
panel?
3.
He's really
I
missing
think that
out.
pretty well solves it.
That's 2 wins in 54 seconds.
See, here we go.
It
Don't,
took
Cody
54
Turbo, don't be
seconds for a total of both
sarcastic
wins.
with me
Congratulations
now.
again. You could just keep doing this.
I love it,
Just
Armani.
get him out of here, Jerry. We don't need any more. What we want to do is take the chance right now.
Armani,
to get
don't
the
worry about
official
Cody Turbo. Just
congratulations
focus on
to the
Bethadone's
man who beat
breasts.
Phil Hickerson and became the new CWA heavyweight title holder.
While she's wearing the green and pink Harlequin mask. In the Discord. Whoa, what's he doing here? Has he got blackface?
This is my interview time. They want to talk to me.
What's going on here?
So why don't you carry yourself?
What in the world?
Let me go on my own.
You might ask me something. You don't tell me nothing. You think you're so?
What is he doing here? Oh, he's too high now.
A boy been in the business about 2 weeks. I'll tell you what's going to happen when I get in the ring with you.
Is this the original Tensai gimmick?
Why don't you do as I ask you to do because you're really irritating me? Why don't you just leave?
I don't have to leave, boy. Q-I stay anywhere he wants to.
Me, why don't you come on?
Hey.
Oh, that's it now.
Phil Hickerson, the former CWA
Oh, all of a sudden,
champion.
Wendell Cooley is a matchmaker?
Bruno. Shoe High, as he wants to be known as now.
PY Too High.
Bangs him down on the mat, and now
I stay on Armani's good side.
Phil Hickerson misses it. Cooley out
Ooh, you almost got him. You know what? That was I don't understand what's happening. He looks like OPC Don with all that fucking shit on his face, but I did like the way that they played out that in-ring part by teasing it and even having the ref come out and then him just like barely getting out of the bulldog. That was kind of cool.
I'm gonna beat you like that every time I see you. You couldn't run from me, you dog. Oh, he's gonna beat him like that every time he
Please
sees
don't
him,
dead
huh?
name
I'm
Rick
sure that
Casey.
that'll keep him
He's
awake all
Wildcat
night long
Wendell
if you're gonna
Cooley.
be in that kind of a shape. Wendell Cooley, the CWA champion.
You want to see some refrigerator? We did see them finally after 3 years fighting the crowd last episode.
Bill P.Y. Chew High or whatever, and he took off.
Let me make this very short and simple. I'm going to kick your butt, boy, every time I see you.
Oh man, here we go.
Took care of him, and I still want to make the official congratulations for Wendell winning it in there. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now is take a look at a little action that we've got coming up.
I like how
Interesting
ATF
story
media
on the
shits all over Bethadone all the time, and now he's like, because he sees a way to get in. He's like, oh yeah, I have to block people on here too. What do you call her? Bathe? You call her Bathe Alone.
Mantel, Jerry the King Lawler battle. This started a long time ago, but the current one has to do with the world heavyweight title when Dutch Mantel came in and said, I want a world heavyweight title. Let's take a look at exactly what happened in that action.
I'm not going to give you no match, okay? Is that satisfied? Are you satisfied? You're not going to get a match. That's it.
I'm going to get it one way or the other.
No, you ain't going to get it.
Oh my God.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Hey, Dutch Mantel.
Bathe Alone.
Okay,
I don't want to say what he said in the past because it's bad timing to say it. Like, because you're already having problems with Cody Turbo on a related issue. Who is ATF anyway? Armani's. going after him
By
now.
the hair of the head. Let's see what he's going to do. Lawler now pushed him to the ropes. He misses with a clothesline with a whip. Lawler pounds him. Lawler's got the bull whip. Calhoun holding Lawler back.
I like Discord for like talking to people in messages, but I just feel like the actual boards themselves are like rarely about the show, or you know. It turns into like a bunch of guys comparing jawlines or, you know, canthal tilt.
Let me tell you one thing. It was Liberty Bowl brawl night, and they ended up in the middle of the South Carolina football.
You stopped
players
watching wrestling
well
after
up into the,
2006.
Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee.
I've watched it like
The
off and
battle went
on,
Now,
pretty
I
much
must
all
explain
my whole
to you
life,
at
but
this
like I
point
don't watch it
that
too much
the
now.
referee had already counted both of them out of the ring.
Well,
because
he'll always say like,
staying in the ring.
you know, that he thinks we should watch something else instead of like, you know, watching meth addicted homeless people.
And he counted them both out.
He's a pretty brutal guy. He
He
doesn't, but also it's not specific. It's not just Beth. Like he doesn't like any of the Boyd people at all.
And now Lawler comes
To be
in with
fair.
a chair, and this one was a title match that ended in a double count out.
You think wrestling's too phony now, Armani? That's true.
Okay, we're going to be back into the action here in just a moment. Coming up Wednesday night, Evans Coliseum. Boy, I am telling you, some kind of dynamite action. You're going to be seeing a CWA.
Or
tag
like, you
title
know,
match,
that
a world
he asks
heavyweight
why
title
we're
match, a
watching,
CWA
or
heavyweight
you know,
match. One of the bouts is going to
a drug
involve
addict
Robert Fuller and
vacuuming.
Jimmy Colvin going against an outstanding
It's probably
team
one of the more
Jeff
memorable
Jarrett and
ones.
Ricky Morton
Oh
for
shit,
the
look at
title.
Ricky
That's
Morton
right.
with a
There's lot of
beard.
title
Wow.
matches, but the one I want to talk about is you, Robert
Federal
Fuller, and you, Jimmy Colvin. You got the
What?
CWA tag title belts, and that's something that myself and Ricky Morton are coming after. Last week, guys, you just barely got out of that match. Well, this week, me and Rick Morton are going to do everything in our power to get those belts. And Ricky, it's going to be double duty for you, huh?
Sure got that right, Jeff. You know, it's always a pleasure to come back here in this area, Lance, because it's my first time to be on TV here in a long time. Like
Really?
all the nice fans, hi, hello, and come on down to Evansville.
It's so
brother,
weird
because we got
seeing him
something
with a
in store for you.
beard.
Robert Fuller and Jimmy Gordon's been running around and rough shotting everybody around here in this area. But you know one thing, Stud Stable, you hadn't
What
been
did
on
Dave's
with
channel
Jeff Jarrett and
ask?
Rick Morton yet.
What is it? Let
And
me
you're going to
see.
do that this Wednesday night, brother. We're going to show you
Oh,
what it's
Phil
all about.
Hickerson? Oh, I have no
You put 50
idea.
cents in this jukebox, you better
Uncle
be ready to
Elmer?
dance, because that's
Plowboy
what we're gonna do
Frazier?
for it. And then, like he said, double duty.
Yeah,
Lance,
there's a situation
special
coming up here in a minute where
Why
you're
is he
gonna
wearing a
end up as
fucking
special
FedEx shirt?
referee in that Lawler Mantell thing.
Sure am, Lance. You know what?
Yeah, that's
in a
Jeff
hard
Jarrett
situation
and
right
Ricky
here when we do
Morton.
this right here, because your decision means the world title. And I know when I step in
Man,
that ring,
can we
I know-
do
I
have
know
to
Dutch
take a
Mantell real
moment.
good. I know Jerry
However
Lawler
you
real good.
feel about the Rock and Roll Express, we have to take a moment to acknowledge Ricky Morton as one of the true, absolute rat kings.
But when I step in that ring, brother, it's going to be right down the line for the books. Whoever's the winner is the winner. I'm going to be the special referee. I was asked to do
Dennis,
this.
oh, Dennis Condrey,
I'm
yeah.
telling you what, that's going to be a tough position to be right in the middle of. May come out with a couple of guys that don't care for you all, Ricky.
Well,
But then that's the way it
The
goes.
way things happen, Lance. I've been there many times before. But like I said, when me and Jeff get there, baby, Evansville, Indiana, get it all tuned up. Because there ain't nothing better
Get
than rock
all
and roll
tuned
than
up.
Jeff get Jarrett. It's solid gold rock and roll, baby. We're seeing Evansville this week.
Let's go. Head to the back of the RV, pull the curtains, put up the window guards, turn on the little TV, boot up YouTube, put yourself a nice, relaxing lingerie stream on, and crank it!
Hey, Dutch, you got a match in the
Oh,
ring
Dutch
right
is
here.
coming
You're
out.
out here in your street clothes.
I don't care what I got, I ain't wrestling. Lawler can come out
He
here
looks
and talk.
different
You
from
take
the
time to talk to him.
Attitude
I'm gonna
Era,
come out
yeah.
here and talk too. I don't care what you say.
Look, Dutch, you see right here, Mantell, Frazier, the match is booked, and
You know what you can do with that? You can fold it up and throw away, because I do what I want to do. Because this man right here, whatever his name is not worthy
of my attention.
Jeff
Lawler didn't
Garrett.
wrestle, and I'm not wrestling on TV either.
Bicentennial
Say,
Kings.
He wasn't scheduled to wrestle. You are scheduled to
What are
wrestle
you going to
out
do? You
here.
going to make me wrestle?
No, but I'll tell you one thing about it. If you don't feel like that you have the courage to get in the ring and wrestle when you're supposed to do, then we don't have time to interview you, and we've got nothing else to say to you in there.
What do you mean? You're talking I got to wrestle?
I'm telling you that you're
Well, I'm
scheduled to
not
wrestle
going
in
to.
here, and if you don't want to, okay, fine, that's all.
I'm not wrestling, Russell.
All right, I'll tell you what. Look,
All
we've
right.
got a lot to do
Bye,
here.
Methadone Clinic.
Would you start the count on him? Let's just count him outside of the ring. Come on, Jerry. We got a lot of show to do. If
My
he doesn't
boy
feel like he
soulmate,
wants to get in
Methadone
there,
Clinic.
We'll just get on with the show.
Is this Austin Aries in the ring?
I'll
Not
go
a question of making.
Ricky's son's working on. Yeah, I think I've seen him in a couple matches. Oh, Christopher. Oh, look, he's not even gonna. Oh, what disrespect from Dirty Dutch, man. Not even gonna put his wrestling clothes on.
Into the ring. Now with an upper arm, he puts Frazier down on the mat, goes for a cover immediately.
Wow, man.
Immediately.
Let's just see this whole thing again. Look at him fake the handshake,
Moves to
too.
the midsection of Chris Frazier immediately as he stepped into the ring. Now with an upper arm, he puts Frazier down on the mat, goes for a cover immediately.
Damn, bro. Dutch has a good podcast now. I like it, but I think he seems like he's really out of it sometimes. He tells the same stories over and over.
You lived up to the album. Hey, listen, you just lived up to
You
your
can sit out
album.
here and talk to Lawler all day long like he's a god. I guess he thinks he's not going to lose that belt.
Well, all I
I've
can
come
tell
here for one thing, Russell.
I know.
I like it
And
when he
that's
talks
what
about
I
Ric
come to
Flair.
get. I come to get the World's Heavyweight Championship off Jerry Lawler and on to me. And already they're calling it the last chance. They're saying, Dutch,
The last
if you don't
chance.
take it this time, pal, you're out of luck.
Yeah, man,
Well,
he
yeah, I'm out of luck
fucking
because I
crushed
said I'm
that
coming here
guy,
for
man.
it. And if I don't get it,
See, I think a lot of people would hate that match, but to me it was awesome because I knew that he was going to win, and I knew it was going to probably be a squash match, but shit, I didn't think he was going to come out with like his full clothes on and then win it like that. Like, it really made you like pay attention. How was my Thanksgiving? Fine. I watched I spent a little bit of time in everybody's stream that was live and got super high.
I'll take a walk on my own. But I want a special referee, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to eliminate one guy
Well, you
already.
really want a lot, don't you? You
Yeah, I
want to
do.
do just exactly
I do.
what you
The
want.
world revolves around me, and that's exactly the way I look at it. It don't revolve around you.
I've really
It don't
noticed.
revolve around Jerry Lawler.
You used to be a halfway
It don't
decent
evolve.
guy.
It
No,
revolve
you've
around
changed.
these
I didn't
losers in the
change.
crowd.
You've changed.
It
And one
revolves
guy I'm
around
eliminating right now
Grace Thorpe.
is Jerry Calhoun. Because I didn't used to believe it, but the promotion protects Jerry Lawler. They take care of him. They watch his opponents. They watch the referees.
Did
they
Anon
take
J
care of
type in
Jerry
chat? I
Lawler.
didn't see
I heard
Anon
that
J.
old song so long, Dutch.
Jerry Calhoun protects
Did I
him, and
miss
I'm
him?
not going in the ring with Jerry Calhoun as special referee.
Oh, I got it set.
Because if this is
What
my
does it do?
Calhoun's a good referee.
well, in your opinion, don't mean nothing to me. Because in my opinion,
Oh yeah, I wonder why it didn't show me your message. I had to go to all. It cut yours out for some reason. Thanks, killing. Yeah.
That's right. Me and Lawler are the best of friends. We went to school together.
I call it
We played ball
what I
together.
like to
But
call
we're
it
the
is
best
when
of
I think
friends
about it, because
outside
when
the
you
ring.
think about it,
Once
it's
I get in
exactly
that
what it
ring,
is, and
I
it
got
say
a
it in the
job
Bible. I ain't just
He's
talk
got
up
a
here
job
talking out my
down
ass.
there.
Okay, I'm looking in the Bible. I can point to it and say this is the Bible. You guys, you just talking out your ass, but what I call it is, because the single law is just genocide of the Native Americans. I call it Thanksgiving, is what I call it. And if you celebrate it, I don't fuck with you. That's all there is to it.
That you scampered out of and scram. Because I want a special referee, and it's not going to be you. Because if this is my last chance, I want a fair shake. And I can smell a rat when I see one. Lawler talking out here. He's
Yeah, I
gonna
bet he
give the
can.
NWA belt back. He's going to give the world. He'll do anything to keep from defending the belt. I guess when I called him a belt hog, he got to thinking about it and said, oh, my image is going to suffer. His image is going to suffer a lot when I put that belt around me. And I'm not going to give belts back because I'm going to take them off. So, Jerry Calhoun, you're eliminated. Yes, now, scram, get out of here.
He read an article, or a thing about a guy who was set on fire, and used that to justify that what he was saying, and it was so ridiculous.
If you watch that film while while ago. If it wasn't for him grabbing that bullwhip, you wouldn't even be having a title shot. That's the only way you got to win in the first place.
Let me tell you another thing about you, Lawler. They said special referee. You know who they wanted the special referee this match? Jackie Fargo. Hey, and you gotta think
Jackie Fargo.
but it ain't gonna be Jackie Fargo, pal, because he's the one that helped you steal the
I
belt
honestly
in the first
would
place.
like to. I would like to.
Right now,
I think it would be
Bruno,
fun to do a
and I'm
Liquid
eliminating
Clarence character.
Jackie Fargo.
I really like the way he talks and his little like unique pronunciations and stuff like that. I just don't have room to put like a mattress down on the floor. I don't have it. I couldn't. You know what I mean? The logistics of that.
You know who he suggested for a referee? Why don't you tell him who you suggested? Since they threw those two at me, I suggested
Hogging that top
You know
spot.
what he said? He said, no.
Just two guys in tight jogging pants and sweatshirts having an argument.
I know this is none of my business, but I want to come out here today. I've done it before, and
Here comes an overly calm
Y'all
promo.
guys are having trouble on who's going to referee. Well, I'll step in the ring and referee y'all's match, and I'll call
What
it
a
right
get
down
at!
the line.
Fuck off. He's so nice. Oh,
Oh,
listen, guys, if y'all need some help, I can come in, man. I don't mind at
He got
all.
the soup beat out of him, and he sucked soup through a straw for about 2 weeks in the hospital. Jeff, hey, y'all all good friends. Y'all all like family, man. I'm not stepping in and getting beat up front. You and your old man have known Jerry for I don't know.
Uh-oh, EFD's out here now.
And you're eliminated, pal. Let me tell you something. X-Nay him. He's not refereeing it either. Hey, if it ain't gonna be my way.
Oh, yeah, his
well, let
whip
me tell you
is,
something. If you wasn't such a jerk, you
Man,
wouldn't
I
have
know it, and I can't remember it.
covered up in friends, Lawler.
Ron Bass was Betsy.
You don't even. Come on, man. I've been up and down the
Duchess
road. You really
was-
don't wrestled you, and I really don't care
Fuck.
who wins because I want to wrestle a winner. I'll do it right down the middle, brother. Come on.
Fine with me. Well, there you are. There's a good compromise. Certainly a capable guy right there. Bill Dundee.
I can't remember now.
Bill, wait a minute. This is my last chance, and if I don't take it, yeah, you look at it for the last
Look
time.
at
pal. You ain't
EFD
gonna
trying to be
looking at it next
professional
time
in the
you
background.
You've had trouble with Lawler, Lawler's had trouble with you, and then you've had trouble back and forth, but you've teamed up with him on occasion, won the Southern Belt, and I think that I'm smelling a fish here. I'm going to have to eliminate X-Nay.
I'm smelling a baked soul
Do
here.
you want the match or not? Yeah, I think you're right.
That's what's the matter with Australians. They got a big fat mouth.
Oh, boy. Oh, here comes Wendell Cooley.
Hey, you guys look like you're obviously having a lot of trouble deciding on somebody. Look, I hadn't been here that long, right? I'll referee and I'll call it right down the middle, just like we go. If it's okay with you, okay with you.
Let's get this settled. We've got a show to do here, and you're standing out here holding up, eliminating this.
Oh, look at
Wait a
EFD
minute.
trying to
Let me
look
talk to you a
busy.
minute, Wendell. You're from Texas. I'm from Texas, and you know what this low-life egg-sucking dog done to a fellow Texan about us. Shut up, Jared. I didn't ask you. You know what he done to Kerry Von Erich.
Why would he
Now, I
trust
think us
Wendell
Texans should
Cooley?
Sort of fit together here. If you want to referee it, that's all.
Yeah,
that's all
I
fine
can't
with me.
remember it.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
I just heard him say it the other day.
You may be from Texas, and I may be from Texas, and he may have won this belt from somebody from Texas, but I want to tell you one thing, pal. If
Pal.
you get out of line one time, or lay your hands on me one time in this match, I'll knock you out, and all he's got to do is cover you for the 3 count.
Shoe baby.
Hey, scratch him. No, don't you know? Give it here. He's not going to be the Why don't you just come out and say you're for Lawler?
I gave up harder than Savvy Guy.
I'll cut it right down the middle,
Okay,
just like I see it.
X-Nay him, he's dismissed too. But before everybody leaves, I want to leave you with one thought.
Oh, yo, that was sick.
Hey, I see it.
Woo!
He's dismissed too. But before everybody leaves, I want to leave you with one thought.
Ooh, damn, bro. That was sick.
Leaves,
Cut it right down the middle,
Okay,
just like I see it.
X-Nay him, he's dismissed too. But before everybody leaves, I want to leave you with one thought.
Ooh, shit. That was rough. I'm sorry, I gotta see it one more time. I mean, that was sick.
Cut it right down the middle,
Okay,
just like I see it.
X-Nay him, he's dismissed too. But before everybody leaves, I want to leave you with one thought. Hey,
Yes. Lalo and War Chief need to watch this. This is the blueprint.
Mantel.
Woo!
The biggest mouth
Man,
I ever saw.
fucking clapped his
All
ass.
you're trying to do is stir up trouble, and what you don't want to do is wrestle in there. This guy's going to waste all day. You admit it. Hey, don't
Woo.
want to wrestle.
No, I do want to wrestle, but I ain't getting paid that fun. Hey, what was the hey, Joe, you be quiet and listen to us. We're tired of wasting the time. You're not going to sign the referee, and Jerry, you're not either. I'm going to sign the referee. Give me the card. Where's
Man,
the
that
card?
was fantastic.
Well, if we can
Where are all the Dutch haters now? In shambles.
Here.
Let me leave you with a message. Boom.
Jerry, you're not going to have a choice in this, and you're not either. Why not? Is it your belt?
Hey, come on, Dutch. Why don't you get off of it?
Woo.
I'll sign
Man,
the
I
ref,
love
and
wrestling.
you don't
That
have
was just
anything
one of
to
the.
do
That
with
was such a
There's
great
not
moment.
Any vetoing it anymore. Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express will referee that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he is going to referee.
Man, I got to get a drink. I'll be right back.
I don't like him. Well, maybe I do like him. So we got 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. I think he's fine. I think you just might as well admit it. Why don't you tell everybody you don't want to wrestle? You know it's your last shot, and you know, Dutch, I don't care who referees. If you're me, I wish you would slap me, brother. I don't care if your mother was refereeing. Let me tell you what, if your mother was refereeing, you won't beat me, Dutch. Come on now. Let me tell you one thing, and I want to tell everybody in this studio audience one thing. I want to tell everybody wrestling at home. I don't care if you got Reverend Ike, Jim Baker, Jimmy Swagger, or whoever in that ring
Whoops.
with you. You're not beating me, pal, because I'm going to walk out with not one belt.
Dutch
I'm
Bros
gonna walk out
feasting,
with
hell
3 and
yeah.
have the AWA and the world-class people call
Best
me.
wrestling slap,
Well, okay,
Ryan
fine,
Shamrock
Dutch,
to
just
King
take it out of here. We're
Shamrock.
tired of your malcontent and doing all of this trying to... Yeah, okay.
Man, he set his ass up, man.
Just get
Whew.
it out of here. Okay, we'll put it down. Ricky
What a
Morton is
great
the
way to
referee
make
on
you
the
give a
match.
shit about the match between Dutch and Wendell Cooley. Like, because Dutch is, knee deep in this Lawler feud. But you need to care about him getting a little heat with Wendell Cooley. And I mean, it worked. I mean, it's as simple as it gets. The crowd could, you don't need a dedicated story when you can slap a guy like that.
Let's take a break. I don't even know where we are.
Man,
It seemed to be a good time.
I'm still recovering from that. Man, the sound really made it.
Okay, we're going to be back into action here. It takes 60 seconds to tell you about all
Man,
matches that
Dutch
are
is
coming up
on
Wednesday
fire.
night right there in the Evansville Coliseum. By the way, we want to remind you that next week again, our
I'm going to try to remember. I'll try to send in a question to ask Dutch, or I'll look it up first and see if he's talked about the Wendell Cooley slap.
Championship Wrestling will be on Channel 7, 1 to 2
Man, I'm
o'clock
so
right here on
invested
Saturday,
now
so
in this
that's 1 to 2
entire
again next week.
situation. I can't
Opening
even.
bout Wednesday night is going to be Frankie the Thumper Lancaster going against Scott Steiner. Then it'll be a CWA heavyweight title match.
I
where
love the
Wildcat Wendell
Ryan
Cooley
Shamrock
will be
slap,
putting it
or
on the
Ken
line
Shamrock's
against
like,
the former champion Big Phil
"Slap me."
Hickerson to make that PY too high.
PY
Bill
too
Dundee
high.
And Tracy Smothers will be going against the Beauty and the Beast.
Man, do you blame
and one
him?
that you bet is going to bring the roof right on down. A CWA Tag Championship match when Ricky Morton and Jeff Jarrett
She was pretty
will
hot,
be
Ryan
going against the
Shamrock.
current champs Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden, and then in a last chance at the World Heavyweight title, Dutch Mantell will be going against
One
Jerry the King Lawler
last
with
chance.
Ricky Morton as the special referee.
We got a six-man tag match coming up here in just one moment.
Maybe
when,
somebody made like a
Bill Hickerson's
compilation of the
flag,
great wrestling
PY
slaps.
Too High will be in the ring, and here he comes right now. Since his
What is this
return
gimmick,
from
though? Really, I don't
Japan,
understand
a
it.
total new attitude.
Bill Hickerson out here, son. I'm gonna tell you. If I hear you say it again, I'm gonna tear your esophagus right out of your throat, Jack. You know, I stood out here last week, right? And I told you that I had a movement come over me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm into this Buddha, and so guess what? Guess what? My surprise is here. It arrived.
Well, why's he got to
He told
paint his
us right
face
arrived.
just for
I
being
got
a Buddhist?
two of the greatest warriors, the Japanese warriors you've ever seen in your life. And right now,
Definitely
I want to introduce
trad
you,
hot.
Russell. I want to bring out Shogun. And the other is Whoa, come on out here. Come on out here.
Somebody was just talking about this in the chat earlier.
Yeah, look at here. Boy, you talking about the fine specimen. And it's only not only that, I brought the Imperial one to manage all their affairs. Now, what more can you say, left?
Oh my gosh, man, this is. Oh man, Tojo's back. Man, just when you think Memphis is like, it just the cresting is never ending in Memphis.
Nobody understands. Yeah, they do. Don't say nobody. I know exactly every word they're saying.
So is he like the original Tensai, where he's like obsessed with, or like thinks he's Japanese? Look at him raising his arm up. He didn't like that shit.
Oh, boy, I tell you, that's what I needed for my day, is to have you back here again.
I know. I felt like there's got to be an inevitable drop, and it just never happens.
Right about that.
Well, we know it eventually happens.
It's a six-man match that we got here today. David Johnson, I beg your pardon. David Johnson, Mike Masters.
Man, this shit is fucking taking off, man. Shinya Hashimoto in Memphis.
And across the way,
Wow.
you've got Phil Hickerson, better known as P.Y. Chuhai.
Who's on the other team, did it say?
Better known as,
Oh, no, just six-man tag.
and across the way, you've got Phil Hickerson, better known as P.Y.
Budget
Chuhai.
Fuji.
And the new
Tojo
Japanese
Yamamoto,
team,
of course, is
Masamune
Hawaiian in real
Shogun
life.
and
I'm pretty sure I read that.
Samurai. Tojo Yamamoto in the
Remember when they
corner.
kept emphasizing that Pat Tanaka was Hawaiian?
We're in fine shape on this one, Dave. There's one on the other side that I do not know. We got Masters and David Johnson. And I don't
The
know
Shogun
which one
and the
is Shogun
Samurai.
and which one is Samurai.
All right, that I know. That is Shogun just coming in right now.
Phil Hickerson teaming with Shinya Hashimoto. God damn.
Oh, boy, do you think he didn't just nail him? Scott Smith, I'm informed, is the third one. And look at that Shogun take him around. He caught him with a side round kick, boy, that just took his jaw off.
Scott Smith.
Yeah, here's David Johnson in there. We know
Yeah, David Johnson not doing too well.
And Shogun Masamune is his full name, and he is in there.
Shogun Masamune.
David Johnson, the knee of Samurai Shinji, put up there. Johnson's head run into it, and Shinji follows him right in there. Shogun and Samurai. Back to the corner, slamming Johnson's head in, and there's a tag on the newly born P1.
Phil Hickerson believing that he's Japanese is an unexpected storyline.
Back to the corner. Tag. And that's
Masters, yeah.
I mean, this other team just, Jesus Christ, man, they don't even have a prayer. Did you watch it like his TV show on High Spots?
Look at Chuhai nail him, and he has a little help from Shogun. Tag in the corner. Samurai up on the
I mean, these
top
poor
rope.
sons of bitches never had a chance.
Masters presented to him, and he guillotines him. and then
God
slams him
damn.
down. And I don't think there's
What would
too
you
much
call
doubt
that, a
about this
windmill
one.
body slam? That was pretty crazy.
Masters presented
Maybe I'm
to
just
him,
really
and he
high.
guillotines
It's like
him
that,
and
the
then
bringing him
slams
all the
down.
way
And
over.
I don't think there's too much doubt about this one, Dave. This carnage is over with. Wow. Man, oh man, did they eat them alive. I mean, absolutely, not only didn't belong
Man,
in
they
the
really
same
did.
ring,
Like that was
didn't
a
belong in
that
the
was
same
a
building, and look at
squash.
it. They keep right on just butchering these young guys.
Well, I don't like the looks of that team either.
Boy, you got it.
Fart on the
They
red
got
dot
Power,
on
and
his
they got
head.
Hickerson, Chuhai, pardon me, and they've got Tojo Yamamoto all in their corner.
Wow. When you got all of that, you sure don't need the plague to hit you because you got troubles enough.
The plague?
There they are.
What?
The new... Hey. Okay, Tojo. Yeah, we'll get into it later. I hope much later. We're going to take time out, and we're going to be back in just a moment. Okay, we're going to be up on the ring here. Tag match coming
Just one moment. Hear a little music. And the wild-eyed Southern boy.
Hey, Tracy Smothers. What's that? What's his thing? I can never remember it. Guaranteed to never rust, bust, something or break. Southern born, Southern bred. No, something. Still, I'm Southern dead. I'll remember it one day.
Oh, here we go now.
Yeah. No, you're right. There is
He also worked in Stampede. Oh, here comes Purple.
Couldn't be here today. Pookie got sick.
I'm getting high on Duster, and you're not. Probably.
Pookie had to go to therapy, but I'm here, and I'm here to fight because I just want to fight, and I'll take on either one of you guys. Flip a coin, the loser gets in the ring with me.
Oh wow, to Brickhouse Brown.
Can't be here, huh?
I think I've heard that, but I haven't thought about it in a long time.
Lance, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here.
I'm not gonna be terrorized by a man in the van.
With that pink jumpsuit. So, Bill, you wipe up the mat with this bum right here. I'll be right here watching you back.
Well, I guess we're down to a single match, David. As,
I don't blame you.
Bill Dundee hops in the ring, and Mark Goulin is in the ring also. The explanation of where Garvin was today was nauseating. I won't even repeat it.
Now, why'd he take his jacket off?
The Beast going against the superstar, Bill Dundee. Billy.
Why is he wearing a bathroom robe?
Hesitated not 1 second.
Billy really been
It reminds me of that guy that we watched that is always doing Duster.
Of his, it had special meaning to him, and
I saw so much of him over the summer because of vegan.
Garvin's the one that ended up with it, I'll put it that way. Kind of won at about 3/4.
Look out, Tracy.
Ooh.
Smothers nailed from behind by somebody in a uniform.
I thought that was the Golden Greek, John Tolos.
Garvin, the hat's off.
Yeah, that is Garvin.
What a surprise. It's his tag team
Garvin
partner.
in a security uniform. Dundee goes down. Look out. As Garvin slams Tracy into the post.
What was the
Dundee
need
thrown
for the
right over the
deception?
top, right down onto the studio floor in there. And Garvin now.
That's who
jumping
the
on
Beast
Mark
reminds me
Goulin
of for
and
sure is
slammed
Purple.
him into a post.
He kind of looks like him, and he almost kind of talks like him too.
Once again, they're back over on Smothers and Goulin.
That's what I thought, Van Gogh, but no one would answer me in the chat, and I was too lazy to Google it.
Too chicken to come out here last week. I did not steal that pink suit, Lance Russell. I bought that pink suit at a pawn shop. Bill Dundee is down and out. I bought it at a pawn shop, and this is how we're going to leave them.
Bill Dundee's down and out.
We come to the ring. This is what they're going to look like.
Yeah, well, just leave. That's the part we're interested in. Just get it out of here. Garvin and Goulin, after Tracy was jumped from behind and slammed with that chair.
Man.
Then they jumped in, double-teamed Dundee and got him out of there. Okay, we're going to take a break, and we're going to be back in just one moment.
Boy, I guess. Purple to me has been one of the best. He had some really great moments in 2025. He was very entertaining.
3 title matches on the full card.
I'm still weighing who I think was the best overall live streamer, Vegan or Ruby. I think those are definitely my 2
Bill
finalists.
Dundee and Tracy Smothers. And after what those guys did to you on this show the people are looking at.
That's right, Lance.
Sawyer Brown shirt.
I mean, Garvin, I gotta hand you something, brother. You're picking this business up real quick. If you can't do it face to face, you do it from behind, and that's the only way you've done everything. You stole the suit when I wasn't looking. You beat Tracy up 3 or 4 times when he ain't been looking. Well, I'm just gonna tell you something.
You're already
Garvin,
dead and in
I'm
hell.
gonna tell you
Yeah,
something,
this is
Beastie boy.
purgatory.
You better eat your Wheaties, because I'm coming to get my suit back, and I don't care what I'm gonna do, brother. If you're wearing it, I'm gonna pull it right off you, and if you got nothing on underneath it, I really don't care. I just want my suit back.
He's always
and
threatening to
Tracy
take
Smothers got
other
something
men's
for you,
clothes
brother.
off.
You got that right. Mr. Russell, I would have never dreamed that the guy would have come out there dressed in a security guard. I was looking for him to come out there with that pink suit on, you know, come dancing around like he did the other night. Well, that's fine, man. You hit me from behind with a chair. You
Remember when he called Boy Tony the F slur?
posted me, hit me over the head, my back sore. I got a big lump right here on my head, but I'm still here, man. The battle ain't over, guys. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and I don't see no fat ladies whistling Dixie. So you got to show up in Evansville to fight superstar Bill Dundee and the
how much effort did he put in looking?
You want to fight, you want to kick, you want to punch, and you want to use chairs. You came to the right place. We'll be waiting on you right there in Evansville.
Beauty and the Beast.
Guaranteed to never rust, bust,
That's one of the bouts. And
something, break. I'm Southern born, Southern bred. When they bury me, I'll be Southern dead. God damn it. I've got to see what it is.
With Jeff Jarrett himself to see if they can pull away those tag titles from Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden. All of that Wednesday.
Let's see.
Hey, we're going to be back in the ring here in just a moment, but here comes the Tennessee Stud and some of the Stud stable.
Guaranteed not to rust.
Gentlemen here we had piped up directly from Florida, you know, right here in the midst of the winter when your body gets all white and all crisp and dried up and everything. We got your nice brown boy here. We're talking about Frankie the Thumper Lancaster, and if Frankie does well today, he's going to become part of our stable. But now let's move on to our title talk.
Okay, here we go. So he would say, guaranteed not to rust, bust, collect dust, bend, break, or splinter, was his saying.
Jimmy, if you will notice, it's standing right here, his title up in front of you to see, baby. I got mine right around my waist for everybody to see. And as you know, you've seen the rest. It's about time we talk about the best. And I'm going to be talking about the same team right here.
Okay, and then it's Southern born, Southern bred, and when I die, I'll be Southern dead. There you go. So now we have the full Tracy Smothers promo.
Former world champion and his partner, Robert Gibson. Now his partner, Robert Gibson. Shut up, Bobert, while I'm talking. His partner, Robert Gibson, ain't got guts enough to show up. And who steps in there beside him but Jeff Jarrett? Jeff Jarrett, we have...
I mean, Ruby, there is a case to be made for Ruby. It's pretty strong, really.
By now. And I'm going to promise you one thing, baby. Just as sure as I got this belt right here in my hand, that's where it's going to remain, right in our hands when the match is over. Am I right?
Yeah, there we go.
Something, Ricky Morton. What kind of man would come around here and take a partner like this Jeff Jarrett? The baby has had a spoon in his mouth.
Oh, look at Sylvia.
I guess he's telling you, well, just maybe we might accidentally win them belts in all of his dreams. You'll never make
You wouldn't
boy,
find Sylvia on
you ain't got the
Instagram.
good. You're looking at the good, brother. You're looking at the champions. We're going to stay that way. You know something, Lance? We keep intimidating teams like we've been doing. We keep beating them easy as we've been beating them. We're going to have one problem in this CWA, and that's finding anybody that's got the fortitude, let alone the guts, baby, to be able to take on the greatest team of all time. Let's show them some stick.
Well, there's still a few teams left that are interested in getting in there with you. We'll find it out.
Lance, I'm going to help you over here today. Don't
Oh,
forget about
gracious goodness.
Oh, man, look at that.
Bruno, by God.
We're watching.
Okay, Dave.
Looks like a boxing belt.
This is going to be a six-man tag team match. We have on one side of the ring Brian Lee, Scott Steiner, and I can't see the other, but it's supposed to be Alan Reynolds. Is it Alan?
Yes, Alan is back in the corner, right. Hard to see through Fuller and Golden.
Got Fuller and Golden, the Tennessee Stud, Robert
Oh,
Fuller,
wow,
Jimmy
what a
Golden,
comment.
and their new partner today, Frankie the Thumper Lancaster. Frankie's out
Frankie
of
the
Tampa, Florida,
Thumper
Fuller out of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Lancaster.
Jimmy Golden out of Montgomery, Alabama. Sylvia's in the corner. Bruno will be over here running his mouth undoubtedly.
Well, I guess that's the only thing
Beth
good
does
you
talk
can say
about on the
it is
deleted
fact that when
stream,
he's over
her
here,
first
at least
live
he's
stream
not
when she
messing
went
in the
completely
ring
off the
there.
deep end and deleted it. She discusses her body count
Jimmy
on it.
Golden
Against Alan Reynolds.
Alan Reynolds is demand.
I think Randy,
We'll be seeing,
I can't remember if it was Randy, but it's somebody that we knew, and she said for them to guess, they said 5.
It's the
Or
Thumpers'
they were like
first
for sure under
ever
5.
championship wrestling.
Now you look over here. You got the stud stable. You got the Tennessee stud, Robert Fuller. He speaks for himself. The #1 wrestler in the CWA today. You got the beautiful Miss Sylvia at ringside.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like Ruby has a lot of really funny like mini stories that were really, really entertaining. It's just VP has a couple like really like she's got by far the best story, which was her versus Nick. I think was like the best streaming story of the year. But she's got a lot of really good little stories too. But man, Ruby, like when you think about it, they just keep stacking up and stacking up. And I can't remember what she was eating that time, but she was really hungry and she was so happy and she stopped to smoke on the way home. And when she went to show the food, she spilled it on the ground. Like that's such a little moment, but like there's a lot of those, like, and they add up. Or they should anyway.
This man has got a body that would make Greek gods cry.
What's up, RB?
Go green with jealousy because this is a body, this is a wrestler, and this is a man with the yellow tights on, baby. And right here, naturally, you got downtown good-looking Bruno, the best-looking man at this announcer's table right now because you and Dave ain't got it. See, downtown Bruno is...
You and Dave ain't got it.
And people, I want you to remember one thing. It don't matter who comes and who goes, downtown Bruno stays. And you know what else? All the women know it, and all the wrestlers.
I would love to read some of those, like after mags and stuff now from back then. I'd love to have all the PWI 500s just to read through them.
Gone in there without a tag and kicked him, it would have been all over.
Well, I knew Fuller would do it, see, because it's a team, see, one step ahead of the game. It's like human chess. Your opponent makes a move, you make a move, you got to keep thinking. 1, 2, 3 steps ahead. Now, Scott Steiner, Brian Lee, and Alan Reynolds, they're lucky they can remember their names.
Alan
They're lucky
Reynolds.
they can lace their boots, let alone compete with the stud stable. You know what I'm talking about? Fuller, Golden, Lancaster, Sylvia, and Bruno. We're a unit. We're all here together. Sid Vicious isn't here today because he didn't think it was important enough to bother.
Hercules Hernandez made
And, you know,
Jim Cornette's list of best wrestlers in their 20s in 1984.
We got a guy like downtown Bruno. You know what I mean? I am the best manager in professional wrestling today, and everybody knows it. You ever see that movie Rain Man? A lot of people think I look like Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? A lot of people think you look and act like Dustin Hoffman. I'm gonna start calling you Lance Rain Man Russell because you're
Rain Man Russell.
Unless you sit here and tell everybody that downtown Bruno is the best looking man in wrestling today, then you are goofy.
Ruby's even got her own Rain Man, that weird guy that lays down.
2-man, 3-man, even a 1-man tag team
Justin
will
Retro.
go further than a stud stable because Fuller, Golden, Lancaster, Vicious, Hickerson, whoever, they can take on any tag team by themselves, 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 3 at a time. It doesn't matter, and they never need anything more than guidance and observation from downtown Bruno and a lot of pretty from Miss Sylvia because we don't never interfere. The reason Sylvia carries that kendo stick, Lance Russell, is to defend
We should do a
herself
well, I
from
can't do a
bullies
Boit
like
500.
Jeff Jarrett. They're bullies. Constantly wanting to
We
hit
could
a
do a
woman,
Boit
so she carries
top
that stick
like
strictly
50.
for self-protection. She does not use
Well,
that
maybe
stick to
50
hit
be
anybody.
pushing it.
She doesn't use it to interfere in any matches. Just like downtown Bruno. You have never seen me interfere.
He gets mistaken for Tom Cruise.
Because that is not what I'm here for. I do not interfere. I'm here to show a little bit of pretty to all the ladies, but they can look.
He's just there for the
But they're not
ladies.
touched. Just like when you go into Kmart, if you break it, you bought it, see? And you touch me, I might break a sweat because some big, fat, ugly hog touched me. So if you break it, you bought it. When I say you bought it, it means I'll knock you out.
Right? Okay, Bruno, that's enough.
The hell is
Listen
Bruno
to
talking
you,
about? He's gonna
Bruno
knock out a
there.
fat
We
chick at
wanna get
Kmart?
back to the
What's he
action
talking
as
about?
Jimmy Golden takes a shot from Scott Steiner, who whips him across the ring. Bam! Foot in the midsection. And peels him out of there with a hip toss to the center of the ring. And Scott Steiner looking very good. Tough competition, no question about it. Fuller Golden and Frankie
Dirt
DeBuffalo
sheets.
Lancaster
I
is
think
the
there's
third
a difference
man.
between dirt sheets and magazines. Like dirt sheets are like the Observer,
Fuller and Golden.
which was probably one of very few back in the day
I forgot to tell you, don't I?
for a
I didn't
long
know
time.
that there could possibly be anything left.
It's like
Magazines were
Mama
like the
said,
shit you could
Flair,
buy like
it
at a
bees
normal
that way
newsstand.
sometimes. Look at this here. It bees that way sometimes, Lancer.
Good drop kick from Lancaster, one. And Reynolds shakes him as he looked like he was going in an excellent position for a pin. Lancaster hammers the head right in there.
How many people from Tennessee?
Didn't we have an advocate for this guy, Eddie Lancaster?
3, 1 to eat it and 2 to watch for cars. I love it. Oh, yeah. Mama says it bees that way sometimes.
Man, is he coked up or what? He is really fired up. Bruno is.
Comes something new. Big in the air. And as Brian Lee and Scott come through there, Fuller picks up Reynolds. Lancaster snapped his head over the top rope.
Oh, Sylvia.
And over here on the side.
This is kind of going on a while for being all job guys.
Lancaster nailed it.
Not to be confused with dirt shoots, yes.
With a chop
Very
right
different
across.
things.
Bruno took a swing at him while he was over here. Why you go interfering in a match again?
You know why Robert Fuller's from Knoxville? Because he
Bunkhouse
knocks
buck
everybody
in the
out.
ring.
I think that's pretty funny, don't you? I love it. I love it.
yeah.
Dundee's listening. Oh, Rick Morton and Jeff Jarrett and Bill Dundee.
Reynolds out on the floor again. And look at Sylvia slamming away as Scott Steiner and Brian Lee come rolling over to.
Abdullah was the one who was
Allen
like,
gets a reasonable
oh yeah,
breakout
for sure.
Jimmy
His
Goldman's
forehead is, or like even all the way up,
center
like the
ring
middle of
gets
his
a
head
cover
is
on
just
the low, and
brutal.
Peggy had him. It didn't
It's
make
like a
any
dinosaur
difference.
or something.
He picked him up anyhow.
Did not go for the full count of 3.
What do I do next? Try to pick on me? Come on now.
Fuller, big foot right in the lower spine. And
Just
now.
missed the tag. He was very close to the tag on Steiner, but didn't get it.
So he stays in, and the punishment goes on as the thumper, Frankie Lancaster, hooks the leg, takes him down, and now
I really only had very,
over towards the corner.
like talking to my friends and stuff about wrestling, like they weren't into it the same, or if it was really like surface level conversations as opposed to like, you know, really any kind of insight.
Into this action.
They weren't interested in like the booking really.
We've had a look at Lancaster snap him out the ropes down onto the mat. Counts at 2. This may be it. It is it. First fall of history, and the stud stable has the win.
He suplexed him right off.
All right,
the
see you
rope.
later,
We
Dave's
gotta take
channel.
time out. We'll check our time and see about another fall in just a moment.
Be careful out there, buddy. We haven't heard from F Wood today. I can only assume the worst.
Time to say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Time to say bye-bye.
Program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.
All right, we're gonna watch one more.
People have used a lot of people have used a.
Well, I'm going to fight you with something, brother, and you're going to fight.
Whoa, I went way too far. What the hell happened? Hang on.
Gets the job.
Here we go. Sorry. Rest in peace, F. Wood. Keith Eric is not going to let Wendell Cooley get off to a hot start. The home show Video Magazine will air at 1 o'clock p.m. today.
He's paying for it right now, though, as Wendell Cooley nailed him with that upper arm, backs him into the turnbuckle, fires him across the way. As Eric stumbles out of the corner, he's dumped over the back.
Is this new attire for Keith Eric?
Well, I'll tell you one thing about Cooley. You look at him, and he's not a great, big, awesome kind of a guy, but boy, he gets the job done. I mean, stays right in there, taking care of business. Big bulldog, and Eric is down. This could be it. 2, 3, impressive.
Good, we needed a quick match
over
after that last one.
Well,
To close out that last. Well, that was the main event, though, I guess.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley with a quick and a good victory here over an always tough Keith Eric.
Yes, it was.
Quick
Very
and
impressive
good.
Victory, as a matter of fact, son of a gun. I'll tell you that strategy backfired on Keith Eric. He jumped him real quick, and it backfired on him just a little bit. Coming out right now, the superstar, Bill Dundee.
Hey, David, man, how you doing? Well, sir, I know everybody's saying, well, who is he mystifying, why?
South to West commented on today's Sports Friday and said, and to the person who tried to take Sports Friday away, Please realize Sports Friday belongs to the people of the Bay Area and Bay Area sports fans nationwide, including Dave from Massachusetts.
It's taking place. Well, I'll tell you why it's taking place, Garvin. When you watch what's going to happen to you today, brother, you're going to wish you never heard the name of Bill Dundee. And
See a Wildcat from Kentucky, I guess. He also wears like animal print underwear, so.
That happened a couple of days ago, and I don't know whether I'm angry, frustrated.
But I feel like they don't emphasize the Wildcat much.
But if you'll play the little, press the button up there, they'll show you the tape, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
This is a great look. I love that we're at a high school gym. Oh no, he's got purple over in the corner.
Down he goes, right? Cover him. Referee comes on over here, counts. 1, 2. I thought he said 3. Now I get up. Now watch what happens. I didn't know the idiot had his foot.
Wrong.
He's a little smart. Now watch this. That ain't no choke, brother. That ain't no choke. That was a lip lock, Garvin. Now watch. No, what? I'm frustrated, brother. I try to wipe it off. I don't know where that boy's going.
Wow.
Well, I'm just going to tell you something, Garvin. There's an old saying, you got to fight fire with fire. Well, I'm going to fight you with something, brother, and you're going to find out today. Now, look at this. Look. I believe you enjoy it.
Look at EFD out in the
Used
crowd.
a lot of strategy on Bill Dundee trying to beat him, but I've never seen anybody use a kiss like that.
Well, I don't mind getting beat. I've told you before, if you beat me, I'll be the first guy up to shake your hand and tell you it was great. But, Garvin, you just watch what's going to happen to you today, boy.
Okay, Scott.
So he kissed Bill
They won't
Dundee.
give us much idea about who it's going to be. We'll just have to wait. They are right now preparing for the match with the Beauty and the Beast as they'll be coming out here just as soon as they get that pink mat down there, David.
Yeah, they got to get that pink mat put down. Beauty and the Beast refused to wrestle on the common mat that we have.
The
here.
common
It has to be
mat.
that special one.
That really
It's just
kind
a
of
common mat.
took Dundee by surprise looking at that footage in that match that it took place in there. And like I said, a lot of people have
This
tried a
sounds
lot
like
of
the
things
background
with
music on
Aussie,
some of
but I've never seen
Ruby's
anybody do
streams
that to him,
when
but
she's
it was
playing the
effective. He
classical
got him off guard,
or light. Remember the
rolling
light jazz
after 1,
era?
2,
Oh,
3
that
on
was the
him, and
best.
I know that's got a steam Billy, man.
Ruby schizo ranting over a soft bed of smooth jazz. Oh.
Here they come, Beauty and the Beast, Terrence Garvin and Mark Guilleen. Guilleen's got the spray can with him. He'll go up and disinfect everything.
Middle
Now, there
school
you go.
auxiliary gym, not even the main
Who the
gym.
mystery partner is, and you'll be finding out that a little bit later.
That
We've
was
got
probably
that
a
match scheduled
fundraiser.
in there with Dundee and a mystery partner. Guilleen with that spray can
Against
up
Alan
there,
Reynolds and who?
disinfecting or perfuming
Who's
or
Smith?
whatever he's doing. And across the way, his opponents are in, and we're ready for it, Dave.
And we are ready to go with a one-fall 10-minute time limit match. Introducing Chris Frazier and Alan Reynolds on one side of the ring. On the other, it's Beauty and the Beast. Chris Frazier.
Wait.
Whatever spray can.
That says
up there.
Smith. Well, no wonder.
Time limit. Beauty and the Beast, Mark Guilleen and Terrence Garvin. Guilleen starting out here, the Beast, against Alan Reynolds.
Alan Reynolds.
So there is no
and Chris
Smith.
Frazier teaming against the Beauty and the Beast on a nice hip toss. Look at that. Alan Reynolds got the big beast going, and that's not usual for Guilleen. He's usually very strong at the beginning.
You know, I think we're seeing an example.
I don't know. I keep asking. I think that's really him. I don't think they'd bring a guy in named. Maybe I don't. It's Memphis, so it's hard to say. But I don't know.
Evidence of that right there in the beginning of this match.
I'll look it up and see. But that way we can finally put the issue to rest.
Both of these guys can wrestle. We've never said that they couldn't, so it doesn't come as a major surprise when you see Guilleen pull off a power move like that. There's the tag on the
Beauty and the
Terrence
Beast, of course,
Garvin.
the first thing that
He
comes up
normally
is
comes
reflection.
in when an opponent has been hurt, that's when he wants to get in. That goofy dance and laugh of his is the thing that'll just drive you right up a wall. There's a tag back to Guilleen and Chris Frazier, who is in the middle of lots of trouble in there, and Guilleen really pounding away with that forearm and goes with another power slam.
He power slams him there again. He goes to the corner, makes the tag on Terrence Garvin. Guilleen with Frazier, drops him over the knee. Backbreaker.
Terrence
and
Garvin
comes flying off the ropes. That stupid laugh again in a cover. Count of 1, 2. This one's over. The win going to go to Beauty and the Beast, Terrence Garvin, Mark Deline, 1:33 seconds the time.
Minute 33, the final decision, Beauty and the Beast.
Who's this mystery partner, Lance Russell? Who's the beast? Did you send me
You'll find out about it later on.
Yeah, it says here in his official bio, also known as
Well,
Beauty.
You don't get to know now. We're going to take time out here, David, and we'll be back in just a moment.
So, I mean, according to that.
And Wednesday night down at the Evansville Coliseum.
Yeah, the light jazz era was
I'm
great.
not going to tell you right now who it is against Beauty and the Beast. And then you're going to be having Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden tangling in
Or
there
like she'd
against
play it
Jeff
during, like,
Jarrett
Get
and
Ready
Sid Vicious. Yeah,
streams.
You heard what I said. You just stay tuned right where we are. Are you ready for this final match? By golly, it couldn't come at a better time. Wildcat Wendell Cooley, Jerry the King Lawler will be going in there against Dutch Mantell,
Ooh.
and referee Rick Morton is his partner. What a tag match that's going to be, because you know that Cooley doesn't have any love for Mantell after
Ricky
slapping him
Morton
upside
is
the
going to be
face,
Dutch's
and I
tag
think
team
you pretty
partner?
well know where Jerry the King Lawler stands about Ricky Morton. Let's take a listen right now.
Yeah, it
from
must be the
Morton
same
and
guy, I
Mantell.
guess.
I feel like I ought to be a detox today because I've been out partying because when
Oh,
they
that's why he
told
has
me
a
that
beard.
Jerry Lawler
I
and
fell
that
for it.
bogus Wendell Cooley wanted to climb in the ring with me and Ricky Morton. Hey, it made my day. I was in the backyard sticking a fork, and my dog, when I got the news, the dog jumped in the air. He was happy. My old lady was happy, and certainly I was happy too, because Lawler, you ain't got no friends. Your future's on hold, and I don't know what else is wrong with you, but a lot of more things are going to be wrong with you, because you're stupid enough, you and that bogus Wendell Cooley, to step in the ring with me and Ricky Morton. And when you do, it's going to be a bad, bad mistake. Would you agree with me?
Dutch, I'll tell you something. When Dutch Mantell and Ricky Morton gets together, all we do is create stormy weather. Lawler, you and Coolidge can come around here and say anything you want to, but you was beat by Dutch Mantell.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. If you want to cry on somebody's shoulders, brother, go find somebody else.
Wow.
Because Dutch Mantell and Rick Morton are
Lowe
forever.
is visiting Ruby.
Cool card.
Lowe is the worst.
Coming up Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Why don't you be there? Created as
The
much
drizzling
conversation
shits.
as anything that has in a long, long time, and with good reason, too. When the word was out on Wednesday morning that Jerry Lawler had lost the unification heavyweight title to Dutch Mantell, well, I got to tell you,
Wendell,
there
and
was
will
a
finally,
lot
he'll get some
happened in
payback
there.
for the
If you weren't
slap.
down there, we've got some footage of it that we want you to take a look toward the end of the match. Remember, Rick Morton was the one who was the referee in there. That's Morton closest to the camera across the way in the blue tights. Morton had been knocked down in a collision with Jerry Lawler, and he was just now getting up. He really hadn't gotten himself back together. Lawler is motioning to him, come on over there and count. Lawler is motioning to him, come on over there and count. Count of 1, 2, and he shakes it off right at that point instead of counting to 3, which obviously would have given the match to Jerry Lawler in there. And Lawler saying, come on, Ricky, get back into it. And he starts the count of 1 again with 1. He finally gets his second countdown, and by that time, Mantell.
That's it. That's the whole context. That's everything. I don't have any. There's nothing personal. There's no heat there. She's just the drizzling shit. She's awful. Her streams are the worst.
Out of the cover that Lawler had on him.
That's all there is to it. Lull Angels, the absolute drizzling shits, the worst show ever. That's why I wanted the hat so bad. The original hat. That was a terrible show. Lowe was horrible on it, and Ruby's content improved astronomically. If the further away from Lowe she is, the better the content is, in my opinion.
To nail Dutch in the corner. Morton again, who had been very effective up to that point, was pulling.
She just
Lawler
happens to
back
be a
out of
girl
the
that's
corner.
pretty well.
Mantell rushed out of there and planted a foot right in the midsection, slapped a pile driver on Lawler, which of course is not legal.
Lowell Angels was the
And you see Morton
shits.
push his foot. Watch this.
That was the worst show.
His foot back down the second time. There's
here's the third time, and this time, Morton counted 1, 2, 3 with Lawler's foot on the rope in clear
It was always like
of the,
Ruby keeping it together for 90% of the show and then cracking at the end and getting toxic again. And then that would upset Lowe.
The belt awarded to him is Dutch Mantell. It's a question of the referee's duties in there. It is not his job to say, well, you should have kicked out because foot under or over the rope, any part of the body.
Although, to be fair, Lowell Angels does have a special place in the Boyd because it does have that, like, train wreck, what the fuck were they thinking quality. And then also, it had a really weird kind of, it connected with Grace in a really interesting way. Like, she kind of was fixated on Lowell Angels for a minute.
Way of breaking a hold, and the referee, after pushing it down twice, just continued to count right through it the third time, and he ended up with a situation where it was a 1, 2, 3 with Lawler's foot in clear view. Now, we know that the referee has not seen the situation where a foot has been on the rope. That's entirely different than the foot being on
Boy,
the rope.
Lawler, he'll complain about anything.
And clear view. Lawler going back to the back, hollered at
Jeez, get over it.
operating the camera to come with him. He wanted to get the comments on tape if he could. And let's take a listen right now and see what happened.
Lol Angels. Remember Grace would like soothe herself with the Lol Angels theme song? And Grace was like, no, I don't want to be part of a girl group like that. And then you remember how, like, happy she was when it was her and Ruby, like, having fun at the casino and doing karaoke and running around in the storm and stuff like that. And now Grace is always like, oh, that was all fake. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to do any of it. Like, you could tell she was having fun, like, for sure. In my opinion, anyway. I thought it was pretty obvious. Oh, man. So, okay, what it amounts to is Lawler is saying, I thought you were my friend. I thought you were going to lean the match toward me. Now that he finds out that he's just going to call it down the middle, they're not friends anymore. Oh, shit. He caught him with the cash. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, look at EFD putting himself in the middle of everything. Who's this guy? Oh, man. Always looking for the easy way, yep. Even if it was a bad call, 90% of the time in any sport, even if it is a bad call, the call just stands. You have to deal with it, you know? Lawler agreed to Morton as the referee, just like Dutch did. You saw how Dutch reacted when he didn't like the referee choice. Yeah, I think that... How did this all start? Do you remember? How did we get... Was Lawler being interviewed and then he walked into the backstage area? Do you remember? I don't want to rewind because we're tight on time, but yeah, I mean, it does feel like one of those segments, but it feels like we naturally went into it versus like you're questioning why we're present for it. You know what I mean? I want to say they just walked back there.
Okay, that's what happened. That was before we ever got back to the dressing room.
Right, he told the camera guy to follow him when he went to confront
You can see exactly what
Ricky
happened
Morton.
back there. As coming out right now is Dutch Mantell carrying the...
Yeah, that's what happened. He had the camera guy follow him so that he could go confront Ricky Morton. So like it makes sense why it happened. It's a natural extension of the story, and then you get all the mayhem.
I wanted you out here, Dutch. Oh, yeah. Listen, you're carrying that around. Now, you know doggone
That
well
was EFD.
it is
He got
under
shoved
review
down.
right now, and that's about as secure as quicksand is.
Is this a recognized world title run for Dutch Mantell?
And I took the most precious thing away from him. I didn't take it away in Los Angeles.
Take a break. Look how positive his shirt is.
And Louisville.
Yeah, you sure did.
Everywhere, brother. But I'm going to tell you what, Lawler is...
This is an interesting camera angle. We can see the crowd. That's kind of neat. We're kind of getting a POV of like if we were standing next to Lance during a promo.
What we're witnessing right now is the
How
downslide
insightful.
of Jerry Lawler. The downslide. Because he may never, ever come back again. Because, see, he took me too lightly. Yes, he did.
Yeah, you're standing out here talking about it like it was just all that. Hey, don't forget the referee counted him with his foot on the rope.
Wait just a minute. Wait just... Ricky Morton was appointed.
God, let it
by
go,
your
Lance.
man,
Jesus.
Randy Hale.
My man.
Yes, he was. He was appointed, and I went in the ring, and despite Ricky Morton, and despite all kind of stipulations he tried to put against me, right here tells the whole tale right here.
Hey, well, don't get too good a grip because the review isn't over with yet.
I don't
Review.
care if it's
Get
been
outta
review
here.
For months and months on end, it's not going to change. Because Jerry Lawler lost fair and square right in the middle of that ring.
He's the champ, period. Even if they do see something, he's the champ. He's got the belt. He's cutting a promo. He's the champ. In my opinion.
You know, the question I've been
Oh,
getting
boy.
asked all week long is why? Why do you think Ricky Morton, who was without a doubt been one of the most popular
Live
wrestlers
from the
in
set of the
entire
Jerry
country, one of
Lawler
the fan
show.
favorites over the entire nation, why do you think a guy like Ricky Morton would make this kind of a decision? Would do something so obvious right in front of the fans, so blatantly against the rules? You know, it can't be.
Do you think this run with the unified belt is kind of like a thank you to Dutch for coming back into the territory and having those matches that really got... Like, up until that point, all that was really going on, honestly, was they had some good young guys that were putting on decent matches, but, like, the main angle was just stud stable. And then he and Dutch got the focus, you know, kind of got the focus back in. I wonder if that was like a thank you to Dutch for coming back in during that period.
Be more cut and dried.
Because he got an
I
AWA
confronted
title
him
shot,
afterwards
Dutch
in the
did,
dressing room,
during that time,
and
too.
he had the audacity to try to tell me right to my face that he was knocked senseless, that he didn't see my foot on the rope. Well, the film showed that not only did he see my foot on the rope, that he knocked my foot off the rope twice, and then the third time when he made the complete 3 count, just left the foot on the rope. Didn't even bother to knock it off until after he had counted to 3. And then he's going to try to tell me that he didn't see it there? Well, I
Oh,
think the
Jerry.
decision that I've come to is the fact that Ricky Morton knew exactly what he was doing. He knew what he was doing from the time he stepped into that
There
ring.
are no
before he
good guest
stepped into that ring,
referees.
because obviously he and Dutch Mantell had gotten together. And Ricky Morton, yeah, sure, he was a fine referee throughout the body of the match. But what he was trying to do was lull me, I realized later.
Oh,
lull me into
give me a
false-
break. Listen to him. Oh, Ricky Morton did a fine job officiating this match until I disagreed with one of his calls. What a character.
sense of security, setting me up for the kill, and that's just exactly
From a
what he did. Well, let me tell you
skydiver.
something, Ricky Morton. You know, I may not be able to do anything about reversing the decision, but the film is with the championship committee, and surely they're not going to let something
Give me a break.
as obvious and as blatant as that get by. But in the meantime, there is
Dutch
something I
should
can
go
do,
pawn
brother,
the belt.
and that's straighten this out man to man. You and I, Dutch Mantell, Ricky Morton,
Well, I got Wendell Cooley, Wildcat Wendell Cooley. He's volunteered to be my partner. I couldn't ask for a better man. Dutch Mantell, you came out here on television a couple of weeks ago and slapped Wendell Cooley right in the mouth. Well, believe me, brother, he is itching to get his hands on you. And I still
I agree, for sure.
You too, Dutch man. But right now, my main concern is you, Ricky Morton, one half of the Rock and Roll Express. Yeah, the big hot tag team of
I
the
know that
century.
we
Well, let me
really,
tell you
I
something,
mean,
Ricky
we
Morton,
did
when
get to see Hogan versus Lawler, but like, I just really feel like at some point in there, that would have been just such an amazing to see him up against Red and Yellow Hulk. And like, but a serious Lawler, not puppies Lawler.
I get through with you, brother. Like I said, I may not be able to reverse that decision, but that championship belt is worth an awful lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And believe me, when I get you in that ring, brother, I'm going to take that amount of money
you
out
can't
of your
though. That would have
hide,
been a good time.
because you're not going to get away with doing what
You could have parlayed like you could have parlayed the Bundy ribs into like, you know, fans would be like, oh, well, he won the match, so now he'll get to go and relax or whatever. But, like, he could come out and give an interview right after that about, like, oh, yeah, I'm taking time off, brother. You know, I got to let my ribs heal, but I'll be back here real soon. And then Lawler could come out and, like, ambush him and, like, really work the ribs over even more. Just repeat the angle and just get, like, a, you know, 3-month thing and then start in with Andre.
you think you've gotten away with to me. When I get you in the ring, Ricky Morton, I'm going to make you regret. Believe me, regret the decision that you made to get entwined with Dutch Mantell. And that's not a threat. That's a promise. You be there, and I'm going to fulfill it.
Well, the decision is not firm. It's true. Lawler can't make it, and you can't make it. The joint committee will make it. So don't get too
Talk
attached.
is easy and talk is cheap. And he come back in the dressing room and took another kicking right there in the dressing room. He had no business back
He
there.
could say, like,
was
he's been
crying.
ducking
He's a
him
sore loser.
since
He's
they
washed up.
had their
And
last
came back
match
there
and that he
got
beat him and he
exactly
deserves a
what he
title
deserved coming to
shot.
another man's dressing room. Now, let me tell you one thing. He's talking about Wendell Cooley.
That's right. You
Talking
got
about.
something else
Let me
to
say one
worry
thing about Wendell Cooley. Wendell Cooley is a bogus CWA champion. He's a bogus wrestler. He's a bogus musician. He's a bogus person. He
Yes.
doesn't need to walk the face of the earth. And let me tell you another thing.
Let me
about
tell
it.
you something right now, chat. The reason F. Wood isn't here today isn't because he's dead. It's because he knew that if he had to sit here and watch this, he could no longer keep this facade up that he hates Dutch Mantell. He would have to admit that Dutch Mantell is Keno.
Him last week, sure, he needed slapping. Yeah. And I'm going to take to the bogus.
He needed slapping.
Loser, he's one another kick.
So don't get too
Talk
attached.
is easy and talk is cheap. And he come back in the dressing room and took another kicking right there in the dressing room. He had no business back there. He was crying. He's a sore loser. He's washed up. And he came back there and he got exactly what he deserved coming to another man's dressing room. Now, let me tell you one thing. He's talking about Wendell Cooley.
That's right. You
Talking
got
about.
something else
Let me
to
say one
worry
thing about Wendell Cooley. Wendell Cooley is a bogus CWA champion. He's a bogus wrestler. He's a bogus musician. He's a bogus person. He don't even need to walk the face of the earth. And let me tell you another thing about him. I slapped him last week. Sure, he needed slapping. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm not afraid of him, and I would like to slap. Hey, when I slapped him, I had a special affection for slapping people, and I'd like to slap him again if he showed his face. Because
Yes,
I'll slap
Dutch.
him here, I'll slap him there, I'll slap him anywhere I want to slap him because he don't strike no fear in me, and what happened?
Oh boy, here we
Go
go.
ahead and slap him all you want to slap. You want to do a little slapping right now, Dutch?
I didn't invite him out here.
I didn't invite him out here.
What are you doing out here with a world title? Because I am the world champion. Are you proud the way you won the title? If anybody should be wearing that, Ricky Morton should be wearing that. Here's the one that won that title.
Oh, sit down, Wendell.
And I've been the special referee, pal.
You're
You never
Rick
walked out of there
Casey.
with that because I'd have called it like it was. I don't know what you did with Morton. I guess you had a lot of money and bought him off. Now wait a minute.
Oh,
They were
bought
no
off
collusion
Ricky
here
Morton.
whatsoever. That's you've been talking a lot of what you've been doing. Exactly what you've been doing. Yeah, I hear you out here. What, you calling me a coward? You gonna let me call him a coward?
You're calling
I did not call him a coward.
You called him bogus.
I didn't call him
You called him a bogus musician. Ain't nothing fake about my music, Dutch.
You want to do some slapping? Let's do some slapping right here, pal. No, I didn't call him. Don't make me go
Dutch
across
should
the
tell him
desk
he
out.
does
You-
his. Oh! Yes. I was gonna say he should have told him he does his fighting in the ring, but this is even better.
No, I didn't.
What a cowardly
You wanna do
move.
some slapping? Let's do some slapping right here, pal. No, I didn't call him. Don't make me come across the desk after you.
Fantastic.
Great.
Man, 80. Oh, man, he's got the mic now. 89 is off to it. He's choking him right in front of these kids.
Mantell with that whip right around Cooley's neck, taking him over there at the ring post, wraps it around the ring post, and now pounded on him. Okay, Dutch. You not only won't have the title, you won't have any place around here either.
Discount store bandanas. Help him with his child support. Oh, man, that was great.
That's great. You come out here and have to do something like that. Boy, I'll tell you, Dutch, I used to have a little respect for you, but I mean to tell you, I don't know what in the world's happened to you, but you come out and do that kind of thing.
See, it's like Dutch says. He doesn't stop liking them. They stop liking him.
Right here, and we'll be back with more Championship Wrestling in just a moment.
Man, Dutch is on fire. Yeah, I slapped him. I've got an affinity for slapping people. I'd like to slap him again. If he'd come out here, I'll slap him anytime, any place. Now, wait a minute. I didn't invite you out here.
On Friday, February the 3rd, coming to the Browning
What a great
Springs
episode.
Middle School. Championship Wrestling will be on the way with all the great stars of the CWA. Now, Wednesday night, Evansville, Indiana at the Coliseum. Phil Hickerson, P.Y. Chu High against Scott Steiner in the opener. Tracy Smothers and Brian Lee against Samurai and Shogun Tojo's team. We're going to be taking a look at the Beauty and the Beast going against Bill Dundee. And who is his mystery partner but the exotic Adrian Street? What a cat fight.
Man,
that's
Memphis
be
is
with
so
Garvin
great.
And Street. Jeff Jarrett and Sid Vicious. Wow, what a team going against Fuller and Golden.
Oh,
And
so
the final
Sid
match
Vicious
is
has
gonna
turned
be
babyface now, teaming with Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett and Sid against who was it?
Wildcat Wendell Cooley, Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, the stud
going
stable.
against Dutch
Oh,
Mantell
damn.
And Ricky
I
Morton.
bet that was a
All
good.
of
That was a
lined
good
up
match.
For your action Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And here they are right now to drop it on us. The CWA Tag Champions, Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, along with Frankie.
Oh boy, look at this outfit.
You know very well, Jim and I, we're so proud of these beloved belts. These belts are the prettiest belts, the tag team, and all of the United States. And they're besides
We're
that,
supposed to see Jimmy Golden, Frankie, and Sid Vicious in the ring in a moment. So if we can get this going,
yeah,
Robert.
we're going to get it going real good for you, but you might as well listen. You're not going to see Sid Vicious out here because I came through the room just a minute ago and I saw Sid sitting in there all sunk, and I guess it's because he's been bringing himself down pretty bad because he's on a losing streak, and a losing streak is something that the stud stable's not going to be putting up with. So I said, Sid, just put your boots back on, son, and the man's going to go out and take your place, baby, and that's exactly what I plan to do. You'll be seeing my man Frank here, who is soon to be the new CWA champion. That this man
I just don't think this guy's really got it.
And this man is capable. Am I right, Jimmy? I like his style, man. The man gets the job done when he steps in there. He's not a loser. Like Robert said, brother, the stud stable.
He's not a loser. What a ringing
losers.
endorsement.
He's like a dog. He's got to get out, man. We have nothing but winners in this organization.
Yeah.
Frankie's one of them. We like you, baby.
Well, he's got some big shoes to fill in there if he thinks he's
Well,
going to be
don't
able
you
to.
worry about it, Mr. Microphone, okay? Because I'll fill the shoes.
The fact of the matter is, ATF media, there are multiple cliched ways to open a wrestling promo.
And every place that he goes, he gets
Jack.
down for titles, Daddy. And he generally wins them right down the line. And one thing's for sure, he's not going to be letting down the Tennessee Stud or nobody that's a part of this stable right here. That Frankie's going to do his job, and he's going to do it up right, Daddy. And he's not going to be no laydown for no living human being.
So you sent.
This guy's just a complete lunatic. Sid continues the trend of jogging pants and white tops. Oh boy, he's pissed.
It's about 6 inches and 40 pounds. You got $1 million body, but a 2-cent brain.
Yeah, you tell him. Boy, look at this guy.
I can do it.
Oh! Oh! Wow. Man. God damn.
If you want to see the man with CWA CWA titles. I can do it.
Listen to that sound.
Brave. If you want to
What
see
a
the man with the
reaction.
CWA titles, I can do it. $1 million body, but a 2-cent brain. If you want to see the man with CWA titles, I can do it.
Oh man, what a reaction.
Russell, I think they kicked that.
Lancaster slapped him right up.
Yeah, on his podcast, he says like his family's been in it for like 100 years or something.
Because when I tell you to keep your butt in the dressing room, it's supposed to be a 6-man tag with myself and Jimmy Lancaster. He should have stayed in that dressing room where he was supposed to.
Sid's like, I'm really pissed off. Let me hit you with an atomic drop.
Lancaster being slammed around the ring post and the turnbuckles. And the big guy, Sid Vicious, Lancaster slapped him right in the face, man. I believe I'd have thought a second time. Look at him. Look at him pressing Lancaster up in here.
I'm going to cut that promo on Kinetic Kell. $1 million body and a 2-cent brain. Listen, Kinetic Kell, you got $1 million body, kid, and a 2-cent brain. Don't forget the home show video magazine will air at 1 p.m. today.
Robert Fuller's buddy, Jimmy Golden, right upside the head. And now Fuller's storming around the ring.
His facial sell on it was perfect. It was just like, are you serious? Oh, man. Come on. I really didn't expect to see the stud stable interfere in this match.
And Sid Vicious on the deck now.
I think his face was just like,
Lancaster.
Fuller went for the weak spot. He went for that knee.
Now you're going to see why I said what I said about Frankie being the toughest man. Right here is clear proof of it. You see now.
Oh, come on, Sid.
CWA champion right there. I don't say things in idle wait. When I say it, I
Sid's really bumping for this guy.
I got no great love for Sid Vicious, but I mean, Fuller standing out here like Lancaster did it all. Shoot, it was Fuller that tripped him up and dumped him down.
Get the hell out of the way, Jerry Calhoun.
Vicious holds on to the rope.
He really did look stunned. It was a great sell.
Mustering everything he had for the big drop kick. Missed it flat in the middle of the ring, and look at Vicious with that power slam. And a cover, 1, 2.
Ooh.
And
now, wait a minute. I think Jimmy Golden misunderstood. He thought the... yeah, yeah, he did.
Got a 3 count on him. So that's going to give Vicious a victory here over
Well, this ain't going to work out.
officially, but now it's 2 against 1. You notice how Fuller's hanging back? Well, there he
Yeah,
goes.
he's not
Now
getting
he
up in
comes
there with
climbing into
Sid.
the ring.
While he was choking on Jimmy Golden, look at Fuller jumps up on the back, and Vicious just
There you go,
dumps
it's
him
me.
off. Boy, that we have always said that is a lot of man. Look at that. He's got going for that Shinnaminaki on Fuller, the Japanese sleeper hold, and
He almost
now
got the
Jimmy
Shinnaminaki
Golden
on
from
him.
behind, and Lancaster joining in with it. Kicking away on Sid Vicious, and Fuller loading up that boot. Comes over and kicks Vicious right in the head.
Brutal.
Oh, here comes Chris Frazier in.
Oh, my
He's led
God.
by Lancaster. He
What good is Chris Frazier going to do anybody? He's never even won a match.
dumps him out on the floor. And Vicious being held by the Tennessee stud, while Jimmy Golden came in on top of him. Here comes Jeff Jarrett in. Nailing Fuller and Golden. Lancaster out here on the floor with Chris Frazier, and Jeff Jarrett gets the job done in there as he got Fuller and Golden off Sid Vicious. Okay, and Jeff and Sid shaking hands. with each other up there. So Jeff came in at the right moment, and he really helped him out.
Boy, he did. Stud Stable decided it was time to get out of here at that point. They're helping Chris Frazier out right now. But the win in the match, which was scheduled immediately there, Sid Vicious defeats Frankie Lancaster.
Oh, yeah, he does. I want to apologize for the language that occurred in there. Unfortunately, in the heat of the battle, we try to guard against it, but I hope you'll accept our apology for it. We've got more action. We'll be coming back to it in just a few minutes.
Well,
coming up here in just a moment with Bill Dundee and his mystery partner. I want to see if I can get Billy out here. Well, he doesn't have his partner with him. We were interested in finding out who this mystery partner is, Billy.
Well, I'm going to tell you,
my
I'm going to bring
God,
him out
this
here,
is a
but
terrible
before I get
look.
into that, I'd just like to tell Dutch Mantell and Ricky Morton something. The last two guys that came through here thought they did something to the
Why
king
is he
with
sticking his
Austin
nose
Idol and
in?
Tommy Rich, and you know what happened to them. Now, I'm going to tell you something, brother. I have tried it. I have tried to do everything, but when I did it, Mantell, I did it by myself. So you're going to walk around and say, you beat Jerry Lawler for the world title.
Big
no,
K,
brother, you
citrus
didn't beat Jerry
drop.
Lawler for nothing. Ricky Morton beat him. He counted him down. 1, 2, 3. And I bet you, if you're going to bet, you better bet on the king and Wendell Cooley, because that boy has your number, Mantell, and you didn't do nothing, and I just wanted that off my chest. Now, the mystery partner, right?
Okay, that's what I want to get at.
It's like, okay,
Well,
topic
that's it.
2. Oh, boy.
He hasn't got a mystery partner.
Nobody asked you guys
He comes out here and he says he's got a mystery partner. He's down and out. Hey, I bought that pink suit
VP in
at a
purple.
pawn shop because he can't get anybody to wrestle with him. That's the only reason that he's saying it's a mystery partner. Jerry Lawler won't do it. Nobody will. Nobody can have. Hey, now from now on, it's Beastie Power and the beautiful one.
Beastie Power?
Keep talking, Garvin. You just keep talking. I have a mystery partner, brother. I got one. Well, if I don't just turn
Here you
around,
go.
turn around.
There's the mystery partner, Adrian.
Oh, wow. Man, even in Memphis, this dude looks like he just came down from
What can I tell
Mars.
you, brother? What's that old saying? If you're going to fight fire with fire, I don't know how you think, Garvin, and I don't really care. But my friend here does, brother. My friend here does. Now, I called him. You're right. I did Exotic Adrian Street. Now, him and I not always go like we may go to the town together in the same car.
Man,
He's
you
got
can
his
see so
lifestyle.
many fucking
I
people
got
in
mine,
Memphis,
and he
it's
knows how you
crazy.
think, Garvin.
Yep, well, we've got a little video message coming up here about the...
I'd just like
Incredible.
to say that as far as that Garvin's choice of music when he did that beauty parlor thing was exquisite, but really, if he wants to imitate me, it's rather like a garden gnome trying to imitate the Dynasty Milo, or even more aptly, like an ugly little duckling trying to imitate a beautiful swan. If you want to know how to do it, have a look at this video.
Yep, this is it, the Exotic...
I'm so in love, I'm in love, I'm so in love.
He's like, listen, I'm going to whip this guy's ass. Take a look at this video.
I don't need to search for someone to adore. I've already given up my heart.
Man, look at them jugs. Holy shit. And they're the colors of Beth's Harlequin mask.
I've fallen for a
Man,
gorgeous work of
great
art.
episodes.
When I want to see the fairest of them all, and gaze into the sexy eyes of blue.
Let's go.
I walk through the mirror on the wall. I take a breath and just admire the view. I'm in love with me. So in love with me.
This is such a bizarre song to play in this moment. Like, what emotion is this supposed to elicit in Beauty and the Beast?
When I comb my hair in my looking glass, I find I haven't drugged to drag myself away. I find it very difficult to get me
Oh, Adrian Street did it first.
surprise perfection.
Bubble
I
bath
should
content.
say. I'm
Now, Lance, the difference.
And he's a baby
That's
face.
right. Now, the difference between him and you, Garvin, is when he gets in here, he can wrestle, and we fixing to show you how good, so pay attention, boy.
I've got a little word for you too, Garvin. I'll crack your ribs. I'll pull your hair. I'll throw you here. I'll throw you there. I don't need a dentist chair. I'll kick your teeth straight out. Anytime you want, right in this ring.
Well, we're going to get a chance to see him in action right now.
Boy, I guess.
Adrian Street as Bill Dundee's mystery partner. Boy, surprises never cease, Dave.
Boy, that's true. From the Royal Forest of Dean, it's the exotic Adrian Street coming in right now. The opponents.
Yeah, very.
I'll tell you one thing that Billy said that I really went with.
Very
and that
prime
was,
time coded, the
this
music.
guy can wrestle when he gets in the ring. We'll see him in action right now.
That's true. Against Alan Yates and David Elder.
Who?
Here we go.
David Yates?
Bill Dundee starting out. I think Bill was complaining about hair pulling or something like that.
Hair pulling.
Not sure. Anyway, the referee got everything straightened out. Nice drop kick by Dundee. No tag made across the ring, just a kind of an exchange of partners there as Yates and Elder are, I tell you, on paper certainly outmanned as they go into this match.
On paper, at least. On paper, these two guys who have never won a match will probably lose to these guys who very rarely lose matches.
And he's skipping around the ring there, but don't be misled. He can wrestle. Adrian with a couple of steps around the ring and enough to leave his opponent frustrated. Look at Street. Just jumped right over the throat. Lifted that forearm.
Let me run this. I want to look this name up and see if you know who it is.
Shouting encouragement for his partner from the ring, from the side of the ring.
Alan Yates down there had been totally dominated, I would say. He just hadn't been able to get anything going.
Absolutely. There's a skipping to the corner. Gentle little tag.
Okay, is there any importance to someone in the Rubyverse named Kevin? He has looks like a Japanese symbol. Is there any backstory to those two that you're aware of?
Okay, David Elder climbing through the ropes, and Yates out, Dundee tying it up with Elder as he wraps the arm around, and I just gotta say it's a situation we've seen a lot of times. A couple of young fellas are getting underway and just not in the same category at all as two veterans like Dundee and the exotic Adrian Street.
This is one of those where Yates and Elder for a week, they'll be told, but look at the experience you got. But they're going to be hurting while they're being told that.
Look at that move by Street.
He got him.
Oh, wow.
Got the count of three, and the exotic Adrian Street and Bill Dundee have themselves a victory.
That's her brother's name?
Against,
well, there's
Yates
some
and Elder.
guy who keeps tagging her in shorts, and I've just been kind of following it from a distance. I don't know. It could be her brother.
The exotic Adrian Street out of what
Low
is
tier
referred
pay
to as
pig.
the English school of wrestling.
That's more
And
of the
both of them
vibe, I
really
think, of the
learn
videos.
The fundamentals when you come out of those, and they showed it. They can do it right in there. No contest.
2:18 the time.
Okay, timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. Jeff, the folks have already seen an unusual situation with you and Sid Vicious. Now, we'll talk about that in a minute. But before we say anything about the bout coming up, let's look at a tape from Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden about this match. Here it is.
You know, Jimmy, in every organization, great
look at
organization
this.
that is, like the Stud Stable organization, there has to be one
Man.
man that runs things.
Woo,
There has
look
to
at that
be
hair.
one person
Oh.
that calls the shots and tells you when to go and when to stay there. Now, let me tell you something, Sid Vicious. If that person was not me, it would be my cousin, Jimmy Golden. And before it
Big beach ball head. Sylvia's got more sense on her little finger than you got in your whole big beach ball head. Just Sylvia's looking fine as fuck here.
The last thing you should have done in your life is took that Jarrett kid as a partner because you knew from the outset of this organization that nobody sided with that punk, that I had put down my last dollar to see that punk gone. And I'm going to see him gone, and I'm going to see him along with my cousin. You gone too.
Well, there it is, Fuller and Golden, Jeff. And
Well, he can say whatever he'd like to say, Lance. All I can say is I'm gonna go out there and do the best I can, give it a good shot, try to give the fans a good show and make a good run at the belt, Lance. So that's all I can really do, man.
You turn your back on a man that's about 6'8" and weighs about 310 pounds.
Broken
And I
laugh
think you've
at
bitten
the
off
end.
just a little more you can chew. You're going to learn that you don't push a guy around this size.
How could you? I would be laughing all the time if I was with Fuller. Shit.
Big and mean and tough he is. Boys, you better shape
It
up.
is cool though when they had got all their matching shit on. That's pretty
You're going to
badass.
have to ship out because I'm coming down there with Sid Vicious with everything I got. And, boys, you're going to get the beating of your life. Jeff, you've been in there with Robert and Jimmy with a couple of partners in there, but you've never had one this big. He's big and bad and mean, and I can't wait for Wednesday night. Wednesday night
It's me would love to see this Jeff Jarrett Sid tag team match. Oh boy, these guys coming out to close out the show.
The man number one here, we have formed a corporation here. We are the Japanese Connection. You know, everybody knows, and everybody's sitting there at home, everybody knows that Japan is better than the United States in everything, man. The mannerism, the courteism. They make better cars, better Toyotas. Everybody's driving Toyotas. Everybody's driving Nissan. Everybody's watching Sony televisions. You know, they're always walking around these Walkmans. Everything is from Japan. And you're looking at everything right now. You're looking from the finest from Japan. So we have formed a corporation. We're going to go out and just do like all the big corporations Japan are doing.
Didn't WWE spend a bunch of money on like an AI thing, and they revealed that a big example of what it came up with was that there was like a white wrestler that became obsessed with Japan.
Everything. I mean, we're going to be buying everything we can because we're going to be looking out for these guys right here.
Oh, Bobby Lashley.
Lance Russell. Hey,
They said Bobby Lashley became obsessed with Japan, with Japanese culture.
Hey, well, just tell him to take it out of here. We don't need that thing in here. I'll tell you, these guys.
Let us use your head for a demonstration.
Yeah, will you just take it on out of here? All right, now that's all. We don't need any more.
All right, here we go. The Confederacy versus Japan.
Hear the change in music when Tracy Smothers, Jeff Jarrett, and Scott Steiner made their appearance. We got a six-man tag.
I used to have a
team
Shinya
match here.
Hashimoto
Samurai
action
Shogun
figure, but I say
and
action figure
T.Y.
lightly
Chuhai
because it
with
was like
Kojo Yamamoto in their
kind
corner.
of small, and all you
Running
could really do, I
against
think, was
Tracy
like move his
Smothers,
arms.
Jeff Jarrett and Scott
Maybe
Steiner.
move his arms.
Referee Jerry Calhoun waiting for everyone to get the warm-up jackets off. Get it all sorted out to one for each team in the ring, and we will be underway here. This one should be a mighty, mighty good one. With well-balanced teams on each side of the ring. Looks like Hickerson, I beg your pardon.
Oh, what a
T.Y.
great,
Chuhai is gonna be
great excuse now to chant USA. Fantastic. Japanese tag teams in Memphis tend to do pretty well.
Out of there. Also, I believe that Shogun steps out of there. Jeff Jarrett starts.
Phil Hickerson is such a nut. This Buddha gimmick is really weird. Man, listen to him.
Kojo Yamamoto stalking around ringside. You always got to keep him in mind as the Japanese make a tag.
The Japanese make a tag. Oh, look at this elaborate storytelling.
Two of them run together, and Jeff Jarrett got out of the
Boy,
way.
that's what you'd expect from a
Jeff used his head
multi-generational
on that one, got out of the way, and let the
talent
two
like Jeff
Japanese
Jarrett.
wrestlers run together, Samurai and Shogun. They make a tag on their
You know which one I'm talking about?
American partner who's
It's really simple, but it's a good likeness, but you just can't do anything with it.
and adopted the name T.Y. Chuhai.
Is it P.Y. Chuhai or Too High?
Right arm as Phil Hickerson was going to nail Jarrett.
Scott Steiner versus Shinya Hashimoto. That's what we need in this match.
T.Y. Chuhai. Byron Steiner into the right, and he caught him with a fist. He's got that right hand wrapped up with some kind of tape.
Ooh, Tracy Smothers and Jeff Jarrett. Here we go.
He just jabbed Steiner in the throat with it.
Oof. Hey, come on, ref.
Tag made by the Japanese. Samurai and Shogun team up. They'd hammered Scott Steiner down to the mat. Jeff Jarrett, Tracy
Chuhai, okay.
Cheer Scott Steiner
Chu.
on from the corner. Jeff started
Don't forget
the
about the
match.
video
Tracy hasn't been in
magazine
there
airing at 1
officially yet.
p.m.
They continue to work on Scott Steiner. Little over 2 minutes gone in this ball. It's an expiration of time match.
Remember when Armani was in here popping off? That's always fun to watch Armani get fired up. He was basically like, you heard the lady, Mark Fusion. She wanted to know what he said.
He was over taunting Jeff Jarrett, who jumped in there. Tracy Smothers came in to try to help out. Referee sends both of them back. Meanwhile, it's double team time, as you can see right
Well,
there.
whose fault is that?
The Japanese and Hickerson over here in the corner.
If we had a good official in there like Ricky Morton, this would never happen.
There's Tojo. You see him kind of sneaking into the frame there. He has Kendo's stick in hand. You see the choke being put on. Scott Steiner.
There's a great Hashimoto plushie.
To be double team.
I talked about it yesterday, but I did order I've got a Gorilla Monsoon Territories era version of him figure coming in the mail. Like an in-ring one, not the announcer.
Right down to the mat. Oh, from behind, the tag made.
Yeah, Armani's a star for sure. He's a star chatter.
The Shogun Samurai team goes into action.
Oh gosh, I would get that wrong for sure.
In this fall.
Because I can never remember who worked for who. I would just have to go real broad and say like Misawa probably worked for a different one.
They're a rugged team, boy. We were impressed with them the first time we saw them, and you put Hickerson, better known now as P.Y. Chuhai, in the corner with him.
Armonti.
Added problems when you step in the ring against him.
He gets, man, so fired up on Discord.
Got the forearm and nailed P.Y.
He's like, don't you ever talk disrespect. It's like after the other person will be like, cool, chill out, Armani. He'll be like, don't you ever talk disrespectful to me in Beth Adone's Discord ever again.
David, we're a little behind on our commercial commitments. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll take a break while this is going on, and we'll be taping, and we'll keep...
This is the third show of 1989, but it's just about to end.
In action here. We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back in just a moment.
See, I can never keep track.
Sorry about that, but what happened was they threw Jeff Jarrett over the top rope. That's a disqualification. So
Oh,
the team of Jeff
come
Jarrett,
on.
Scott Steiner, Tracy Smothers gets the victory in there.
Give me a
As result of
break.
that, we're sorry the tape
That's
just didn't work.
anti-Japanese bias if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, we're out of time right now. Interesting to see the exotic Adrian Street back with us.
Yeah,
here
what a
as he
lineup of
showed up as
talent
Bill
in this
Dundee's
episode.
mystery partner in there. As Dave pointed out, from the Royal Forest of Dean, I'm sure that'll light a few fireworks around there. We got plenty of action in the coming weeks. We hope
Oh
maybe
man,
you'll
what a
join us
line.
for
That's
Dave
like
Brown,
really
Dave
flew
Russell
by
saying
today,
bye-bye,
jeez.
everybody.
All right, well, I got to go, but if you're just here for wrestling, Tuesday morning will be Herb Abrams, UWF. We'll be back to pick up right where we're leaving off now next Friday for Memphis Wrestling. The rest of the stuff will be like non-wrestling related pretty much, but those 2 days are locked down for wrestling. Everybody else, tomorrow we're going to watch a movie, I think, and then Monday we'll be back to Eric McHenry, and then we'll have to figure it out. We'll definitely do wrestling on Tuesday. So we'll do Wednesday and Thursday will probably be like, we'll do like Boyd spotlights as we wrap up another year of content. Don't put Beth on the thumbnail. Boyd Watch Live is on hiatus for the time being. We're going to watch a movie tomorrow. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. What an incredible run of Memphis today. But I'll see you guys later.